Oh my
Hope
goodness.
everyone's having a good night, good day, good evening.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hoi hoi.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
We decided any of our friends could come in, so we're going to use this screen tonight. Because probably the best way to do it, to be quite frank.
Got quite a lot of yippies on the screen, unfortunately.
Please do not bite my fingers.
I'm the prettiest freaking yippee there is.
You are. You decided to be one of the rare yippies that decides to put on clothes.
I mean, we all have clothes right now.
Clothes?
Well, a lot of other yippies don't put on clothes.
Yeah, but all three of them have clothes.
This is true.
We all have clothes.
This is true. This is true.
The game y'all playing? We are not playing a game. Although Occo is playing Minecraft right now.
Yeah, I made an executive decision when I found a mod pack that actually gives me good-looking biomes, so I don't have to make my own and I can just build cities. I might still make some of my own though.
But Merry Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is having a good Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Turkey day.
I hope you had good turkey if you eat turkey.
Where did that come from, Thanksgiving? Is it just
According
like a
to
silly...
JD Vance, nobody likes turkey, but we cook it on Thanksgiving because it's the American thing to do.
Thanksgiving comes from Vanos Gaming and Nogla. He has a whole skit where somebody who is not American in their group asked what the meaning of Thanksgiving was, and he went on this speech about American exceptionalism and war, and he kept saying Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, thanks. Yeah.
I get you. I
mean, there's probably somebody that said it before him, but that's where I got it from.
I see. It's been a while since I've watched Vanos Gaming.
Yeah, the honestly, the only fun stuff they did was the mod. A lot of the other stuff is kind of like, and some of the
I don't
Among
know
Us
who I
stuff, I
was-
guess.
I don't know who it was I talked to, but like I am getting into watching some of that older gameplay because like most of the time these days people don't really like a lot of gameplay stuff unless you're really zoomery and like it. But I'm going back and rewatching all of the old game stuff. Like Gassy Mexican used to be like one of my favorites next to Captain Sparkles.
Yep.
Oh, it was fantastic. But although the only thing I really liked listening to them do was Gmod and Murder. Both of them were fantastic. Tall's birthday today. Oh, well, happy birthday to Tall. If he's still streaming when he's done, maybe we'll give him some love since it's his birthday. Oh goodness. Well, how is our little panel of yips?
This yip is currently.
So you're busy.
This yip is currently drawing a very bad reference pose for artists.
I mean, I think that's totally fine.
It's MS Paint. We love to see it.
Sometimes if I find it, because like I don't really enjoy AI art that much, but if I can find a good reference, I'll say, hey, do you mind to use this? And if they say no, I'll just hand them this and say, I know you'll draw it better as a human.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like a good way to use AI.
I have a very specific vision for this. So I'm trying to like, I need to, because the way, so I was telling them before we started, the artist I'm contacting, I've like commissioned so much work out of this dude. Like I've funded his vacation within his home country. He's a Uruguayan artist. I messaged him, I'm like, hey, I need artwork of my VTuber and an armadillo. And he turns to me, he's like, what's an armadillo?
Yeah.
You had to look up what an armadillo is. I was like, oh, you sweet summer child.
That is hilarious. What's an armadillo?
Love him. He makes great art. Great quality art.
That's hilarious.
Also, chat, if you are gamers, you go to Steam. Steam is having a Black Friday sale early.
Yes, they are.
A lot of stuff.
Oh.
Big sales off. Most of it I got, unfortunately.
Speaking of Black Friday sales, I'm going to shill for me and Mizu a little bit here. Since it is Black Friday, you can go to Advanced GG using either of our codes, obviously, or it is buy one, get one free on Advanced GG right now. So if you are interested in any of Advanced GG stuff, they do not use any artificial dyes in their stuff, which is why I prefer them over Gamer Subs. So there you go. Either Mama Occo 10 or Puddle Energy, or you can just do the buy one, get one.
Yep.
Puddle Energy is pretty good.
Also, thank you for the 2
code.
Festiva. Magma getting gangbanged? Who got the camera?
Oh,
Yo,
gosh.
oh my god.
Festiva, why?
I don't think I approve of this.
They pays it, I says it.
But say it's Festiva.
That is the rules.
They paid for
That
it.
is the rules. That is indeed the rules.
Hims the breaks.
Indeed.
I mean, you have an AI say it, so.
I do. Well, I would rather listen. The AI doesn't say everything. It actually is supposed to stop at certain things.
Does it have a filter?
Oi, Jody.
It has whatever the heck is on Streamlabs. By the way, Mizu, you keep forgetting to ask me to help you set that up. Should I make a reminder for that?
Yeah, probably.
I'll make a reminder for that. But no, it does have a basic filter. Granted, it's whatever. If YouTube won't let you say it in a super chat, I highly doubt it will.
That's fair. But YouTube cuts a lot of stuff. Kind of gay.
Yeah.
It can be.
Okay. A reminder for tomorrow.
But chat, did you guys have anything specific you all did for your Thanksgiving? I just went to family's house and had some turkey.
Since I did just move myself, I didn't really go anywhere. So I did the closest thing I would do as a 1/16 or 132 Italian, and I bought a bunch of stuff for a charcuterie board. and I just ate
I love
salami and a bunch of different Italian meats all day and some French bread, which definitely isn't Italian, but
I love that for you. I'd be so sorry.
yeah.
Now, what does anyone prefer, ham over turkey?
Me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and definitely. I love ham way more than turkey.
I like turkey more.
I have my family.
Okay,
God
so
bless them.
we
They
put
make
up
better
steak.
ham than turkey.
Who does?
I mean,
My family makes better ham than turkey.
we make
Oh, okay.
we make both. My dad makes a really good turkey. I just like ham.
I rated the pies.
I do miss pies, but I was so because I do have my problems with wheat and dairy. I was trying to cut down on the amount of wheat, so I did keep it to just really the French bread, and I didn't even eat a lot of that either. And so really, for the most part, I stuck to a meat diet for the day. My mom would be proud.
All
Dude.
French.
The amount of pie I've had today is astronomical.
Yeah, Chad.
What
Jimmy got a
pie?
couple
How many-
cream pies in the Discord.
Yo?
What?
Were they good? Wait, who was it that like? 'Cause somebody sent a picture of them just like covering
It
their
was
pie.
Magma.
That's
It
right,
was
Magma had the
Magma.
cream pie.
That's
Magma had a piece
Wow.
of pumpkin pie, and I kid you not, the whole thing is just covered in whipped cream.
Yeah, it was just covered in whipped cream.
Crust and all.
I was just like, do you want some pie with that, sir?
I was like, do you want some pie with your whipped cream, man?
Give me like I'll post some in my chat.
Yeah.
I was like pecan or
Sure.
pumpkin. I'm pumpkin pie all the way. However, my family, we have a codified chocolate pie recipe, and that's ultimately the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually hate
Oh, if this
pecans.
would load. It's having the thing where it won't load anything. Lovely.
Magma. No, just send it to one of us. Send it to Mizu, and he can share a picture of it.
So, chat. Also, just to address the smaller elephant in the room, with the VTard girls and the lucky stuff, we were going to talk about a little bit of it, but they haven't actually done anything. They just keep spamming 8 on Twitter. So there's nothing to talk about.
I think that's their new super secret sign for the group that they're making that I think Huith is going to be a part of.
Like, they just keep spamming 8 days, and like they aren't
I'm waiting
saying
for
anything else.
I'm waiting
It's
for
kinda
6
funny.
so I can make a 6-7 joke and move on.
Yeah, so there's
So-
nothing for us to really comment on about it other than being like, hey guys, they keep spamming the number 8. Yay, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care. You know, I made a 2 and a 3 joke, but that's mostly just to count up how many days since they started doing it.
No
'cause it was
Docky.
funny.
So we thought we might be getting the Docky next week because of the 8 days thing, but they've said 8 days every day for the last 4 days, so the 8 days clearly is not counting down.
No,
So the Google Docky might just be dead in the water.
I'd still like to see it. I'm still interested. You know, what's funny is, you know, Rage says something in our Discord, which again, by the way, is public and everybody can go look at. And he did a Q&A, and then we announced our leaving, and it's just like, I'm very interested to see what else is there to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real.
I already have in the event a Google Doc is dropped, I already have my personal speculation on exactly how that Google Doc will go.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing if my money's right or wrong.
But just to say, yes, we are. I think all of us here, pretty much, we're not in Lucky anymore. We're all doing our own thing, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what else I need to say about that, you know.
All right, chat. Here's
Hi,
Magma's pie.
Kendra.
Oh wait, is it smaller than it?
His pie and his dice. Somebody needs to have a betting pool. We should have a betting pool.
Yep, chat. This is the pie.
Where's the pumpkin?
It's quote unquote pumpkin.
I swear.
What is behind the pie?
His dice.
That's the cylinder. That's a dice set.
I see.
That's not even like regular
God, I
whipped cream.
have
That's
new
Cool
D&D
Whip.
dice, and I'm so excited to use them.
Oh, Cool Whip. Why would you do that to yourself?
It's not even Cool Whip.
What is
Is
it?
that homemade then?
It is Myers brand whipped cream.
Myers brand.
What?
Yeah. Sorry, not whipped cream. Whipped topping.
There's brand.
Whip top. Oh
Myers?
no.
A whip
They won't even call it.
Disturbing.
Oh, they won't even
Yeah,
call
they
it
won't
whipped
call it proper whipped
cream.
cream. It's whipped topping.
It's
No.
Oh God.
The main ingredient, red dye number 40. Even though it's white.
Even though it's not like.
not red.
Gabby,
you
don't
know
ask
what?
that
Red
question.
dye 40 and Tylenol.
Also, Kiro
Exactly.
for 5. Thank you. He says, "Happy Thanksgiving to you all." Happy
you very
Thanksgiving to you.
Apparently they
Holy
just
shit.
dropped the doc
He's lying.
from
They
a
did not.
Bigot from Bigot Berry.
Can't listen to Bigot Berry, bro.
Oh,
Shout
they
out
did.
to
They
Bigot Berry.
Saturn dropped it in UTT Dramathon.
Oh, did they really?
Oh my gosh, they actually dropped it.
Oh my gosh, they did. Fuck yes. Were they waiting for us to go live?
Yes, because the Saturn has dropped
Oh my gosh, that's so silly. Let me pull this up.
Interesting.
Hang on, I'm gonna search my name.
And I'm
all
gonna
that's
search my name.
the only
All right.
section is Dolly.
Well, they've got like a bump down here. Oh man.
My name shows up 25 times.
Oh my god.
Oh
That
my
was a
gosh, we are
dropped.
defenders. Oh my gosh. that's
Blame
We're
hilarious.
defenders.
All right, I'm gonna make a copy.
Why are they put? Okay, that's interesting.
Never mind, they don't want you to make a copy. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, well, they've already gotten stuff wrong.
Uh-oh.
So do we want to go through
Uh-oh.
it?
They've already gotten
Oh, there's a
I'm
comment.
events wrong. Oh, so they've already gotten stuff wrong. Hang on.
Oh,
I'm already
so
reading it.
happy. I'm
So
so
let's
happy.
see. Soon.
Oh, so the 8 days we're completely wrong about the 8 days. A guy on Twitter kept commenting about Don's post, and Nines realized he was the same person who'd been blowing up her DMs about a specific movie called 8 Days. When she noticed it was him, she told it to Don, and to just reply 8 days. It was nothing more than a silly inside joke, but everyone massively analyzed it. So I called it. It was a nothing burger.
I mean, that's fair. Listen, who was it? Was it
Oh,
you,
I have a
Judy,
whole
that thought that, like,
section. I have a whole section.
do you
I have a
really?
whole
Where?
section. They put my stream too.
Holy shit! They
there
like
I am.
posted all of Dolly's screenshots. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. I love it.
Excuse me.
The 8 days thing was still super gay.
It was. It was.
How many times can somebody... Jeez, that's a lot of times to use my announcement in the docky.
Did they
I'm
actually?
upset. They
Like
won't
4
let
times
me.
I've
They
found
won't
it.
let me make a copy of it. That's
Oh,
very
they've
rude.
doctor screenshots too. That's so
Oh,
silly.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, which ones?
Oh my gosh, they brought Colin into it. Oh, that's that's silly.
It's 100.
Oh, that is silly. Hang on.
Who's Colin?
Okay, I got you.
Unregistered VTuber agency.
Okay, so let's have a conversation. I'll adjust all my stuff here. Can I go ahead and go first? Just because I've already read all my stuff.
Well, no, we'd have to go through in order.
I think Junie's ready.
Are we going in order?
You gotta do it
I'm
in
ready.
order.
I'm
What you
ready to
talking
swing.
about?
I'm ready to swing.
Yeah, but you gotta go
I'm
in
ready.
order.
I'm ready. She's
I'm
coming
ready.
in with a drop kick, man.
I'm ready.
Gotta get the steel chair.
I will admit.
Look, I will say only one thing, given it's literally right in the front. And this is something that they refused to understand when I was in that Discord server. There is no operation, unregistered, unlicensed penalty or issue of Raging Bull running as what's known as a sole proprietorship. An LLC, all that does is shift liability from the company owner to the corporation that you create in the event of being sued. But there was nothing that Raging Bull was doing that requires licensing.
So wait, really quickly.
Point, oh my god, it's not a real company. No, it absolutely is. Any self-employed person has a company.
Can you give me an example of the doctor screenshots?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, whenever I say doctor, I mean they blacked out some names.
Okay.
But here.
Oh, so redacted and cropped and stuff like that.
They've redacted and cropped some names and stuff here and there, but.
Gotcha.
I see.
Yeah.
Did they use your screenshots without your consent?
No, they didn't. Well, I haven't looked that far.
Good. Oh.
I haven't looked that far, so I don't know. For all I know, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
ThanksGiving, Mizu, give her the chair.
Please give me the chair real quick. We can.
Thank you for the 5, Occo-kun. Can't type much for now, but want to show am here and spoil you all still. Also, yeah, I expected fake. They defend and approve.
I got over.
They have no idea.
So I guess 8 days is a reference to something.
It was because
I'm ready to swing. I mean, y'all know I've been ready to swing.
The 8 days was a nothing burger.
Yeah, that's the thing that's the closest to the most disappointing, but well, it's okay though.
Rage actually did. Okay.
Lumi told me that she is listening from afar.
Fair.
Hey, Lumi, if you want.
Okay, do we want to just jump straight into this?
I mean, you guys might as well. I'm gonna hop out. I'm chill. But I'm
gonna hop out too because I didn't think this would happen.
That's fair.
Oh, you two don't want to talk about it?
Not this one.
You know what?
I still wanted to call
happy I'm here.
Loki up about the legality of Lucky being a company or not. Yeah, it has done nothing that would actually cross into the accusation, which is operating a business without a license. There's nothing that the sole proprietorship that is Lucky Ian has done that requires licensing.
Oh, but some of this is just straight up wrong.
Anyways, see you guys.
Yeah.
I'll be viewer now.
See you guys later.
Bye.
And do feel free if you find something crazy and need a legal opinion. Feel free to ping me.
But do I have permission to read our DMs out loud?
If you want.
Yeah, you have permission.
Okay,
Yeah, no, that's right, because that was when everything was going down. We were kind of something doesn't feel right. Yeah, you have 100% consent and permission to show those.
See how I asked for permission? Man. Anyway, love you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, you have a good one.
Bye.
I do appreciate, by the way, that they waited until we went live so that we could just go ahead with this. Because I'm going to say right now, we were going to spend the night talk about how grateful we are for things. Thank you. We are very grateful that you have given us content for the evening.
I'm going...
Also, let me save the file of this in case you change something, you disingenuous motherfuckers.
I'm going to keep it very for real. I know I just had a general oh my gosh, I'm so ready. I'm going to try, keyword try, to respond as calmly, as professionally, and as accurately to my memories, to my best memory for anecdotal evidence. But then there are a couple things I will read verbatim from my DMs. By the way, y'all. So, where's my steel chair? Give me a minute.
Mizu, you can share.
Honestly, is y'all's collab VTS still open?
Yes, Mizu is the one who is hosting.
Oh, Mizu's hosting? Oh, I'll need to add Mizu then.
I thought I added you.
Oh, maybe? Let me check.
Here, let me give you the password.
Host. No, I want to join.
Screenshot it. There's like over 100 pages in this. Most of it is screenshots, it looks like.
I don't think we have each other, Mizu. I'm so sorry.
Well, I have somebody on my friends list called Junie.
Oh, maybe? Let me see. Maybe I missed by it. I don't see your name, that's why.
Oh, goodness.
Means your Steam name, Junie?
Yeah, it's my full username.
Let me know if you need me to rejoin.
Oh, then maybe. Can you send me a thing?
I can definitely do that.
Screen recorder?
Sorry, I just got really...
That's technically what we'll be doing here in a moment. We got to prepare. Everybody's like trying to rush us, but...
Yeah, I got like a... You gotta understand, I got a very big adrenaline rush just now. And now I'm like...
Yeah, I was like legitimately... I was just going to spend the night like mapping out this new Minecraft world I made so that I could never play in it. Because that's what I do all the time.
I do the same thing. I'll like make a world and I'll never play.
Yeah. Happens to me more often than I'd like to admit.
So weird. Stop. So, where are you? You know what? To their credit, they threw me off a little. I wasn't expecting the criticisms they brought up with me. I was not expecting those to be the criticisms.
I love how the one of the sections start by saying this document is not written out of malice or desire for drama. I definitely.
And then you drop it during UTT. That's very interesting.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
But that's the interesting. If it wasn't for drama, you wouldn't have cared when it was released. But whatevs.
Hey, at least they dropped it like before we all decided to go to bed. That was nice of them at the very least.
Yeah. We could have pulled a Shy Lily, right?
Thanks for rating Cinder. I'll do it again if she's live when I stream next time.
By the way.
Oh, perfect.
Here, before we start, I'm gonna use the restroom one more time. I had a lot to drink today. Yeah, so I'll be right back.
Oh, I have to probably relaunch my BTS.
You don't have to relaunch BTS.
It wasn't, your name wasn't showing up. Oh wait, it's probably because I didn't accept your. I'm duh.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm dumb. I'm Boo Boo the Fool. Anyway, let me just. Well, I mean, I guess while we're prepping, this gives me a chance to just iron out my own. What's really funny, I was like, maybe I should just make a quick like PowerPoint documenting an entire rebuttal. I was thinking about today.
Hi, Shira.
I was thinking about that. Hi, Shira. We're live right now, by the way.
I know. Okay. So I just want to confirm what we're doing today.
Well, we were gonna just talk about how much we enjoy our Thanksgiving.
Yes. That was what I initially, but then it was something was brought to my attention.
They decided to make a Google Doc.
And I really wanted to be there for it.
All right, Junie, you have been added, and I also added Shiro in case Shiro wants. You don't have to, but you were added in case you want. Wait, did they post hentai in the dolly screen?
Oh.
What?
I return. Are we ready?
I suppose he says it's censored.
Wait, what?
Hentai in the dolly screenshots. Yeah, it's close enough. It's censored.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I'm not. I would prefer not to get the channel taken down. Oh goodness.
There's always hentai in it, chat.
Of course. When is there ever not hentai?
You joining, Junebug?
Oh yes, I am.
Okay.
I was getting all my ducks. I was getting all my
wait,
personal
wait,
ducks in a row, so I can check this. Because the funniest part is they're making a lot of speculations on me without knowing
anything about you.
What happened in that call?
Yeah, it's almost like the people that are untrustworthy don't deserve to be part of the call.
Yeah. On top of all of that, on top of all of that, even beyond it. Anyway, even beyond that, they weren't in there. They don't know what happened. They don't even know the actual order of people joining and leaving that Discord call. That's the crazy thing to me.
Yeah.
They don't actually know who joined when. Because they already got that wrong. That's where I was laughing. I was like, well, they got that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Also, chat, hope you're all excited. I believe this is the first time we have had Junie on. So say hello to Junie.
Hello.
Hello, Junie.
Welcome to your first drama stream.
I have a stranger that I'd never met before.
I have a chair, and I'm not afraid to use it.
I saw that Grixit reposted it, and I'm just sitting here like, there is no way in hell
He
that
read it.
motherfucker read it.
No.
Join on
Again, there's a reason why I look at him and I'm like, I can't take you
join on
seriously,
me.
and it's just like he's a fucking retard. I understand why
Junie, what's the chair
people
for?
laugh at him.
Oh, so I can I'm in the business of like, comment, share, or you get the steel chair. But also I'm coming back from my I don't know how these girls don't know me. Hi, my name's Junie. I annotated the Niju Sanji contract when it was leaked, in which Andrew reviewed a lot of it and agreed with it. I fact check I don't fact check on the regular, but when I do, it's correct.
Is there a password or?
Oh,
Anyway, let me get into my other messages and start going back. Yes. All of this. Let's go.
Some tools are unable due to heavy collaborator use of this document.
Lamau.
There we go. So there's that part.
Is there a
Why does Atari
a
have a
password?
section? Probably because we're dating.
Possible. Oh no, they're gonna talk about how Rage mentioned you and Atari or some shit like that. Maybe.
So how they outed them? How he outed them? Is that
Did the doc come out? Yes, Temp, it did. I'm so excited.
It did.
By the way, I told that I requested that they inform me before the doc came out. I tell ya. Very, very.
Well, you're untrustworthy, don't you know?
For what it's worth, they're right not to trust me, but
Because you chose to talk things out like an adult, you're not trustworthy. You know, instead of hiding in Discord servers. Can I say, by the way, since this is out, that we know that you've talked to Proctor Zakharov, and we know that he DM'd Shiro, and we know that like he was gonna give you. I don't know what information that he would give you that the internet doesn't already know, but like we know.
More evidence of sexual comments being made toward talents, specifically in this screenshot, saying that Raging Bull made sexual comments about himself and Mizu as they are a gay couple.
wait, what?
Let's see.
Wait,
Right, can we just read it now? I want to
That was
just
the
read
thing,
it now.
by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it to y'all, but before everybody got pulled into the call, Saturn DM'd me and was like, so there's something I need to like tell you. Can I call you? Oh, and I was like, fine, you can call, whatever. And she's like, so I now know that you have done OnlyFans before and that you and Atari are a couple. And I was like, oh, did you find that part of my Twitter? And she's like, no, I was told this information illicitly by Rage. And I was like, no, I'm kind of public about this. What are you talking about?
Also, Mizu, is there a password or something for the
T time 2 capital T.
Okay,
and I don't mind saying that publicly because you have to be added to the thing in order to see it.
Oh fuck, that's fantastic.
I apologize.
No spaces.
That is beautiful.
Oh, accidentally caps locked.
We'll show the doc when Shiroi gets it here.
I'm stupid.
Goodness, you guys can't wait for anything. They're making it seem like we're hiding something that's like, again, here's what's hilarious. These people act like nobody knows who Rage is and nobody knows how fucking retarded he is. Guys, he's been here for a year. A lot of our audience knows how fucking retarded he is. You guys are the only ones who didn't.
Hey guys, I need to go on Deafin because I actually need to get a timestamp from my stream, but I have to listen for it.
You're good.
That's how hi friends. That's how detailed I'm being for this. Thank you.
I'm gonna note, like, you know, I haven't even been in the group like for long, and I already know how like retarded Rage can be. It's just how it is.
Here's Shiroi.
Seriously.
Oh gosh. Wait, Shiroi, I didn't know you had an armband. That's funny. Screenshots are out of order. I mean, listen, I don't expect... Listen, they didn't have the Google Doc queen here. Make their Google Doc for them.
Mizu's gay, I'm unsubbing.
Oh, Lumi says that we can't view their version history. So if they change things, we won't get to know what they change. Oh, that's very nice. Again, see, they won't let us make a copy to make sure that they don't change it. And they won't let us view the version history. Are you guys afraid of us seeing it, what you choose to change as we go along?
I'm gonna put Shiroi over here.
Oh my goodness.
Because the wings do be big.
Are they pulling an Nano? I don't know. We'll see.
I apologize.
Again, I'm very interested to see what they put down because I already know everything that they wanted to say the other day. Oh, goodness.
Oop. There we go.
There's a reason why I want like a personal copy, just because I don't trust people like this. They pulled a Nano, pretty much. Again, maybe
that one. Oh, that should have been the correct one. Maybe it shows a different screen. There we go.
Lumi wants to say, by the way, that you all are extremely gay for having these security limitations, and I agree. Granted, you already hate her anyway because she's a very terse individual, and guess what? I don't care. I think you all are extremely gay.
Well, put it over. Yeah, we'll put it like in the center-ish.
Oh, perfect. I like that.
Ooh, it's even got a nice
PDF locally.
Even pulling out the 3D.
How do you save it as a PDF locally? That's my question.
You cannot. So I have tried that a couple times, and anytime you do, it prevents you through the console commands or the inspect element, and tells you that there are internal things on the website that prevent it.
Oh, that's very gay.
Very gay.
Thank you, Toa, for the 5. That's why you save it as a PDF document locally. My friends had a Google Doc he made on them a month ago, and I have like 10 different versions of it. Try to print it as a PDF. No, they have actually disabled making a copy, downloading it, printing it, or emailing it to anyone.
Also, I want to I'm probably pretty sure I've said this before, but I want to note once more. The internet has ruined the word PDF for me.
It has for me too. Printing isn't a lot. Man, they really just don't want people to save it.
Yeah.
Why? It's already out there.
People do it all the time, so they can delete it later.
Why?
Wow,
so
you can't even copy
because
you can't control paste. They really don't want people to have this.
Imagine having so little faith in your Google Docie that you sit down and you don't let people even save it.
That is
124 pages, bro. Oh, holy cinder.
Yep, chat. So you can see at the bottom we have these pieces, and then they just goes boop.
It folds out. I'm really happy about that. You know, I'm glad that at least it folds out.
I'm about to...
All
right, so intent and explanation. The document exposes systemic issues with Lucky Ian, an unregistered VTuber agency led by Raging Bull, also known as Rage or Raging Bull.
Hold on, why did you have to include that in there twice?
Okay.
See, this is why you needed Junie to write it for you, because it actually would have sounded coherent. I hope that all of them wrote it. Okay, whoever wrote it, please out yourself, because I'm gonna laugh at you forever. All right.
I think that means they're not gonna out themselves anymore.
Can it please be Saturn? Saturn, please tell me you're the main writer for this.
Based on testimonies from effective talents and collaborators, it is divided into 2 main sections. The first section details Raging Bull's problematic behavior, including overly controlling management. I don't know if somebody needs to tell you guys this, but management is kind of supposed to be overly controlling. I mean, I know there's bad ways to be it, but like the point of the management is the control bit. I don't know, man.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I don't feel like that should need to be necessarily said, but I guess so.
Breaches of confidentiality, doxing, and gossip. Certainly will have fantastic evidence.
Hold on.
I like how doxing is put next to gossip.
Okay. Can I just... You literally were friends with 2 of the biggest drama tubers in the VTuber space. What the fuck are you expecting? Oh, you guys are such babies.
Insensitivity to mental health and boundaries. Insensitivity.
You literally make fun of trans people.
I'm going to very...
Okay,
I'm going to shut up until we get to the defender section, because that's where I want permission to just go off.
Fair.
Thank you.
I died from laughter from this.
Lack of professionalism, no contracts, exploitative deals, and unfulfilled promises. Hypocrisy in rule enforcement, and erosion of trust through selective treatment and inappropriate sexual, quote, jokes. Supported by screenshots, recordings, and accounts from talents like Adali, Saturn Sensei, Shirawan, it rebutes Raging Bull's defensive statement and highlights patterns of manipulation and harm. I said this on Twitter, but Saturn and Shiro were a part of the organization for like 2 weeks.
Can I just say, by the way, Kiwi Farms, when you read this, can you please, like, just capture this? This is just like, oh, you guys are such bitch. I can't believe these people consider themselves any amount conservative or any amount serious, or VTards for that matter. All of you people are such fucking pussies. I don't ever want to see you guys, like, on Twitter being, like you guys are all just like a bunch of Patrick Tomlinsons. Holy fucking shit. I think if I said something negative towards you, you would literally shit your pants. I just, like... I hope nobody takes you seriously ever again, because you guys all fucking suck.
The second section examines the defenders, or, quote, blame shifters. Former Lucky Ian members, e.g. Starcat, Mama Occo, Mizu Tamari, Junie, Akuma Miko, Atari, who initially sought help to exit the group via a private testimony server, but abruptly reversed course after a suspicious voice call with Raging Bull. Couple things. I had not talked to Raging Bull until after everything was over. And second off, the only people who, quote, sought help to exit the group was Starcat and Miko. I have no idea why you're including me and Occo in that at all, considering you tried to exclude us till the last possible minute.
Funny thing. I'll go. You go first, and then I'll go.
I have something that I actually would like to note that these guys did at some point that personally bothered me during this entire thing.
Yeah.
So during this entire thing, yes. For those who don't know, I was also I was in that server. I was one of the people. I was brought in pretty early on, I feel like, but anyways, that doesn't matter. They were a little bit pushy when it came to things like trying to get people out of Lucky.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have a scrape of the entire server, so anything they didn't say in call, we have a scrape of.
Yeah, like, so one thing in particular that I found particularly disconcerting was when they basically wrote out a, I don't remember who wrote it. I don't know if it was Miko or anybody else, but all I remember was there was a point where somebody wrote out a thing basically, which was like a departure message, and it had my name on it. And I just had to be straight up with them on, listen, I'm still like on the fence about everything. I don't really know what all is even going on here. I'd rather be off it. Like, it felt kind of pushy.
Yeah.
Does this make sense to say?
Oh my gosh, they had they made so many mistakes in this Google Doc. Like, there's a reference later down the line where they're like, here is Miko's post shortly after the members of Lucky N departed from the group. Each of the emoji marks are different talents. Occo, Mizu. Who the fuck is Mizu? Did nobody read this?
Mizu, I don't. That's not the alt account's name, is it?
It could be.
Are you skipping ahead? Where are you reading that?
Oh, sorry. Somebody is in the people in the Lucky Discord are tearing this apart right now.
Oh no! Don't skip ahead with the Discord.
Sorry,
wait.
I apologize. My apologies. Well, let's continue.
Actually, wait, hold on. I do have one thing I think needs to be said to these guys real quick beforehand. Congrats! It is a good thing they did not choose to continue hyping this for 8 more days.
Yeah, because then nobody would have cared after 8 days. I'm going to be real with you. Also, I just want to say really quickly, all right, when we were in that group, I was, again, you have to remember, I was still dealing with the stupidness of being sick, all right? So I was back and forth going into the bathroom multiple times, and I was trying to hold my composure together while listening to everybody. I was already just like, okay, some of this I don't agree with. I need to talk to Rage, and maybe I might leave. But, like, they weren't helping me with departing the company. And like the entire time I was like, you know what? I really need Mizu in here because Mizu is going to make better sense of this than I do. Oh, somebody might have gotten a copy of the doc.
Fair. I will continue anyways. Oh yeah, I have to
send it to you
abruptly reverse course after a suspicious voice call with Raging Bull. I have no idea what they're talking about. Did you guys talk to him in a voice call? Because he was on vacation or some shit and he wasn't talking to anybody.
I wasn't talking with
There was a call?
There was
I did hear
there was a
call,
call,
yes.
Occo, they're referencing the call we had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that call.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. So
I'll go off on that when it's time to, because they talk extensively about the call in my section.
Okay.
So right now I'm typing up a timeline of that call right now.
I do want them to show it on screen. IDK, what they're so scared of. What are you talking? It's on screen. Are you blind? I'm so confused.
Is it not?
Oh my gosh, how the fuck have you gotten through life like this? I
can only assume like she's further behind the stream.
Oh, who's all watching? Is it all of them?
I don't know. I know Saturn's here. I know somebody yelled at Nazi Miku, so I'm assuming they're here.
Oh yeah. I saw that one.
It documents their subsequent attacks, lies, and hostility towards facilitators like the Dawn of Everything, Saturn, Shiro, and Nines, using screenshots and timelines to refute claims of threats, overwork, or ulterior motives, revealing a coordinated effort to deflect blame and silence victims. Nobody talked to you guys. There was no coordinated effort. The only one that was regularly posting towards you guys was Miko. Everybody else was just saying, you're retarded, I'm not dealing with this, and left.
Yeah, I mean, like, and I had my stream where I'm just like, you guys are all retarded. And stop giving Rage so much, like, love. Stop saying that, like, Rage owns UTT, because he doesn't! It's mine and Mizu's! It's our baby, not his. You guys are fucking retarded for continuing to say it.
By the way, chat, you'll see the name The Dawn of Everything pop up a lot. That is not Don Hato in chat. Don Hato has been with the channel for a long time. The Dawn of Everything, none of us knew until this happened. Literally, I think 1 or 2 of us had seen him before. Literally no one else knew who the fuck he was.
By the way, they are all in a Discord call in Saturn's server right now, and they are all watching it together. That's fun.
They're watching this right now.
Thank you for the views.
Well, I mean, like, I don't care. I just thought it was interesting. I just want to let you guys know you are all in a chat right now watching the stream together.
I skip ahead. I did not. So the original purpose of this document was to expose Lucky Ian as a non-legitimate business and highlight its aggressive and manipulative practices at the request of several Lucky Ian members. However, following subsequent events, including bad faith attacks, deliberate misrepresentations, and false accusations against individuals who were assisting members in safely exiting the group, the document's attempt has been expanded to also address and rebut these distortions. I need to tell you guys something. When you talk about assisting members in safely exiting the group, if your first solution to them was not, have you asked to leave yet, then you were not helping anybody do anything. If you were skipping step 1 in your suggestion, you were not helping to do anything. You were using somebody to do what you wanted. Summary of problems with Raging Bull and Lucky Ian.
Can I just say, by the way, really quickly, if any of them mention that Raging Bull said the N-word at any point, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because again, I just want to say, a lot of these people are acting like they're big tough guys, but then again, they are friends with a literal Nazi. All right, you guys are friends with a literal Nazi, and you're gonna try and say that Rage is a like I'm not gonna excuse the weird sexual shit that he had. All right, the weird sexual shit he did, that I don't care about that. I'll say that's cringe and gross. He already talked about it, he already apologized. I don't care about that. But you guys are literally friends with a Nazi, and you're trying to claim moral superiority.
All right, calm down. We'll go through it.
I'm just saying, you guys are funny.
Each of these points have supporting evidence and screenshots throughout the testimonies of this document. You probably should have just done them in order to make it a little easier, but whatever. Overly controlling and invasive management style. Demands immediate admin moderator rights in every server he joins. I'm not going to lie, that's actually pretty standard. Insist on private calls while barring talent's own moderators and friends, then vents about those talents in other servers. I will give you, if he is venting about stuff in private calls, that's cringe and gay. However, insisting on private calls and barring out other people is actually what you're supposed to do in a business. I don't know if you guys
did that multiple times with me.
I don't know if you guys have never had a real job before, but in a real job, in order to avoid civil liability, you were supposed to bring employees into a conversation with management one by one with no one else around to prevent the perception of workplace harassment.
Yeah, I legitimately, I know some of you guys can't work normally, and I'm not going to make fun of you for it, but literally, this is real life. You know how many times I had to do this at my regular jobs I did where I was like, hey, boss, can I have a one-on-one? Or my boss can have a one-on-one? This is that's normal.
Yeah, one-on-one with the boss is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, sometimes it's gay and cringe, but it's normal. And this
Scolds talents in a condescending parental tone. GIFs, unbecoming, cursing. Okay, that's unprofessionalism. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't care. That's his style. And
why is unbecoming in air quotes?
I think they're talking about the thing when Shiro, he talked to Shiro, because I do remember that, and I won't spoil it, but it's just like, yeah, he's going to tell you to not, like, get into fights with other people on Twitter.
I think most people will argue do not get into slap fights on Twitter.
Oh, fuck. He told me multiple times not to get into slap fights on Twitter. You guys fucking insane? How do you think I've been able to tone myself down? It's not just Mizu. Mizu's not the only one that tells me to tone it down. It's also him.
Really quick, massive Doge for 10. Is this the equivalent of a Thanksgiving party where a family member argues with one another and someone drops a slur? No, this is the family party where you have like equal numbers of left-wing and right-wing people at the party, and somebody at the center of the table immediately just goes, "So I really fucking hate what the president did this week," and you just immediately. Stuff's thrown left and right. Everybody's screaming. Like, how fucking dare you? Nah.
How dare indeed.
Shows up uninvited on streams and pushes his way into conversations or groups he wasn't invited to.
I'll give you that. I did have to tell him to stop that, and that was one of the minor problems I had with him.
And then he stopped.
And then he asked me at the very end, hey, can I come in and say hi? He asked me multiple times, and sometimes I would tell him no.
Makes persistent, uncomfortable, quote, jokes, unquote, about talent's personal lives, even after being told to stop. I did know about this first part. However, one of the first questions we asked you was, did you tell him to stop? And I believe you told us no. You didn't.
Yeah, if you told...
So I feel like we're just kind of tacking this on here because of our question to you, where we told you, okay, we don't care if you didn't actually say to stop.
Yeah, if you didn't say to stop, then, like, I don't know what to tell you.
Repeated breaches of confidentiality and gossip. Disclosed sensitive information about a well-known talent to Saturn, Mocha, and others long before they even knew this VTuber personally.
That's Mizu.
Is it? Is that connected to this?
Yes, it's you. They're talking about how he told them about your OnlyFans.
What's really funny, by the way, chat, in the preamble they sent me, or that I was sent, of the allegations shortened up. By the way, Shiro, your model's like freaking the fuck out.
She's dancing.
Shiro, are you good?
Fuck, this is hilarious.
Here, I might disable her model for a minute until she gets back. Oh, wrong button.
It's like move her back away for a moment.
I don't know what's happening to Shiro. So they sent like a little preamble of what they wanted to talk about. And first off, they called me a she in it. I don't know why. I always get called a she, but I get called a she like every time. They said that he told them I had an OnlyFans, which I technically don't. I have a Fansly, which is actually a different platform and does a little bit different.
Holy shit.
It's just like little things like that kind of set me off at the start, where I was like, you're getting everything like wrong. At least just the stuff I have personal knowledge about.
Again, they don't care. They are just like, they just want to... I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be more proud if you did spend 8 days working on this, because at the very least, 8 days, you might actually get all the spell checks out of there. All right. This is 2 days of literally just throw everything. Did any of you guys sleep? Because this looks like the work of people who chose not to sleep. Like, you know what's crazy? All of you guys choosing not to sleep, choosing not to do anything.
Calm down, Occo. We got to go through it. We can't be insulting all the time.
I'm just saying, like, I lived a normal life the last couple of days, all right? I didn't spend most of my time in VCs, like, worrying about this. I spent my time laughing at this. Anyway, my apologies. Let's continue. Otherwise, we will never get through this.
Are you fixed, Shiro? Your model was freaking out. I disabled it for a minute.
I apologize. I left the room. But I was probably just a ghost messing with everyone.
He allowed or outright failed to moderate doxing in the Under the Tea server run by Mizu Tamari, Mama Occo, and Lumi, where he himself was a moderator and acting representative of Lucky Inn. In that server, Nazi Miku's real name and face were posted, as well as Nine's former adult performer name. These posts remained unaddressed as of 11/21/2025, despite his public claim of having a strict no doxing rule. He was actively present and messaging during these conversations, making it clear he was unaware of what happened and chose not to intervene. First off, UTT is mine, ultimately. I'm the admin of it. Second off, what they're talking about is the Kiwi Farms thread for Nazi Miku, which has been shared like 8 bajillion times, with the porn star name. As soon as she told me, I deleted it. So, if you just ask, I would have deleted it. I didn't know what it was. It was a fucking weird name. I thought the guy was making a strange joke. Because it was... I can't say it out loud for obvious reasons. But it was more of like a description than a name, I'll say.
Again, like, my problem is just... And I said this during my stream the other day, where I'm laughing at all this. It's just like, okay... Why are you choosing... you claim to be very terrified of this information being on the internet, but now you are putting it in a Google Doc that, by the way, Grixit, who is one of the bigger individuals in the VTuber space, has shared. And if anybody reads this, it's out there now and people know where to find it. How dumb do you have to be to just be okay with like saying, oh, they let this stuff be in? Again, by the way, nobody ever brought it up. Nobody ever said anything. Nobody ever brought it up as a problem until now. And now you're broadcasting it to the world.
We're not denying it. Somebody posted his Kiwi Farms thread. I don't care.
And by the way, I read the Kiwi Farms thread. The only docs that appears at the top is the Nazis. All right?
Yeah.
Yours doesn't show up for a while. I checked. So if you're worried that somebody's gonna, because again, like, and I'm trying to be practical with this. Nobody reads forum threads unless they're very involved in it. So if you're afraid somebody's gonna see that thread, I highly doubt a majority of people that actually don't care about the farms are gonna read past the first post. If they get all the way down to your, they gotta be insane. All right, all I'm saying, and I'm counting myself on that. I'm just saying, you guys are insane for thinking that, like, for making this such a big deal. It's like,
Occo, calm down.
I've already ranted about it enough during my.
I think next part, or they said in the Discord, I think they said this was related to Junie somehow, which was pressures talents into content or schedules they're uncomfortable with. I was told this was in relation to you, Junie.
Maybe. Oh,
so
I think
is there a specific example?
None. Okay, I think I know what they're meaning. I had like mentioned, and I even like, so I went as so far as to like talk about this on stream, and I've talked about it on stream a couple times. Like, if you're, I don't know, if you're like a regular part of my community, you know I've had this talk so many times. Especially, I have a whole video talking about where I've been, why I was on hiatus, and like, I fell out of love with content creation because there was a pressure for me to kind of be hashtag the news lady and hashtag that bipartisan news lady. Which was, I mean, that's kind of in line with y'all, except I was supposed to be more like current events and stuff. And then whenever I started not vibing with that, it was just really hard. And I'll be honest, I didn't really receive a ton of support in like finding like new niches and stuff. But that was like such a tight, like, I don't even know. There was like bigger issues I had whenever I, as a precursor to what I'll get into in my own actual section, I confronted a lot of my issues to Rage's face in that hashtag super secret private call.
So I'm being told that so I'm not trying to skip ahead, but Lumi told me that Saturn is lying about the rape horse memes.
Oh.
Saturn, do you forget that you were on my stream when Rage said, hey, I'm going to send you a meme that's connected to this? I'm gonna. By the way, I'm gonna play that when we get to it because somebody sent me that today saying, "Hey, she's lying about this." I'm gonna play that Saturn later on down on stream. I'm gonna get that from Mizu to play because you know what the context is for, and you're lying.
Yeah. But I in that hashtag super secret private phone call, I actually confronted a lot of my grievances to Rage's face, and I have someone also from the call who can confirm that. And also, if I need to bring in other people who were in that call to confirm it, I can do that too. But yeah, out of all of those things I confronted to, none of my actual grievances were related to my content. They were about other things that I felt like, so like this is such a tiny detail. That's just not, like it was the tiniest little detail. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know why it's included.
Tell Ross.
I know, that's so nice.
Tell Ross for the 10 gifted memberships.
Much appreciated.
And congratulations to everybody who received one. I believe YouTube hands those out at like total random, so there's like no rhyme or reason to who got what.
I think it's kind of based off of who interacts more.
No, because I've seen that like top people never get it, and sometimes I've seen a bot get it before.
Oh, okay.
I think YouTube is just
I'm gonna
like
go back to locking into my timeline. They don't understand. I'm gonna have a more comprehensive timeline of events in 10 minutes than they will in 2 days.
So pushes talents to disclose deeply personal trauma or mental health issues. Example, Shattern Shiro. Only to minimize lecture or use it.
What?
Shiro, other one.
Oh, sorry.
Only to minimize, lecture, or use it against them later. We're gonna have to get to their section then, I guess, for that, because I have no idea what they're talking about.
Sorry.
Disregards talent's real-life responsibilities, commitments, and personal limits. I believe that one was also addressed towards Jimmy. Anytime they don't have one of their names at the end, I'm going to get, based on what I've seen so far, it's in reference to one of the people who said they were not allowed to use their screenshots. Because they didn't want to be a part of their nonsense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh, that is in reference to me.
A couple people did say you don't have my permission to use these screenshots.
Oh, don't worry. I have that written down, Occo. Within my 10 minutes of writing, I have that part written down.
Mocks or dismisses trauma responses as self-sabotage and even jokes that abandoning someone, quote, wouldn't make business sense, unquote. Gonna need your context for that. However, I will say this in regards to the trauma responses. You are not at fault for having trauma. You are at fault for how you deal with it and what you do with that, like how you put it onto other people. You can't just be like, oh, I have trauma, so I could just do whatever the fuck I want. No, you're still responsible for what you do in regards to that. So it's not like just an excuse to be like, oh, I have trauma. No, it's an explanation. It's not an excuse. And before anybody says it, no, that's not victim blaming. When you have trauma, it is your responsibility to deal with it, not make other people deal with it. Lack of professionalism, contracts, and fair compensation. Runs an unofficial, unregistered agency with no contracts and no IP protection, no LLC. All of us have our own IP protection. I don't understand why people... I tried to explain this to them like a billion times in the Discord.
Your IP is on you, not anyone else.
Yeah,
oh
if the agency has IP protection, that means you have sold the agency your IP. That's basically how that works. So if you wanted to sell them your IP, I guess you could. But...
Dylan was able to get a full poll of this entire thing, so we have a copy of it now.
Oh, awesome. Good.
It is 287 pages long.
Yep.
Dylan, I don't know how you did that, but thank you.
Here, Dylan, I'm going to be messaging you. Keep an eye on your DMs, please.
Offers exploitative merch/figurine splits, 10 to 20% to talent, 10% to himself. I hate to inform you guys, this is normal. I don't like it, personally. I actually do think it's a bit too high, but it is the industry standard, which is probably where Rage pulled it from as well. It's kind of how that is. While downplaying risks, 9 rejected on advisor advice. You can't just say this. You have to tell us what the advice was.
Yeah.
Note from Shiro, I was unaware of this deal before it went through, despite being the one who was being commissioned for this merchandise. The usage of AI was also not disclosed to the talents, despite Raging Bull being aware of this. They complain about AI a lot. I don't really know why, because like Nazi Miku's entire account is AI images, like start to finish.
They literally was using it today too. They like Saturn used it literally to make the 8 days meme that she posted 5 hours ago. I'm confused here.
Yeah,
but part of me thinks that they're just looking for reasons personally, but that is just, that's my personal
Listen, if you guys hate AI, then I hope you stop, and I hope none of you are ever accused of tracing for AI or anything later down the line. Just saying.
Talks negatively behind the backs of talent he failed to recruit. Example, Neven. I agree. A manager shouldn't be talking negatively about anybody. That's the point of being a manager. However, I don't really care about Neven. Also, I can tell you, if he would have... I didn't.
That's fair. All I was going to say is I thought they were nice to talk to, but, like, this is kind of saddening in my personal opinion, I guess.
Hypocrisy and selective enforcement. Lectures talents not to stir the pot while he gossips and leaks info, but allows certain talents to say whatever they want. Yeah, people let me say whatever I want because I'm smarter than all of you. I'm going to say that straight up.
I will say, Mizu is this. Listen, if there's anybody that should just be allowed to say whatever he wants, it is just Mizu because he knows what he's doing. All right, I can tell you all right now, he knows way more than all of us.
Reiterated, no doxing rules in the Under the Tea server, but does nothing when they're broken. Did you report it?
Exactly.
I said this a billion times.
Okay.
If you didn't report it, you lose the right to complain that it existed.
I will agree that Under the Tea needs a few more moderators. That is something I am working on. But like, if you don't report problems, how the fuck are we going to know what the problems are? All right, we are not magicians here, okay?
I do like that some of their fans are in the stream that thinks we don't have the information. Part of the reason we didn't like this was we had all the information already.
Yeah, we were in the server when they were like, "Oh, they're on our side." And the moment that Mizu comes in and questions the narrative, "Oh, we can't have him in there anymore." I'm glad I pulled you in there.
Did they never ask y'all to remove it? They asked us to remove one thing like weeks later after it had been up for forever. And I did, literally as soon as they asked me to. And then they keep dancing around it and bringing it back up as if like it was never removed. Like she says these posts remained unaddressed as of 11/21/2025. They never mention that I removed it. They specifically don't mention that. They act like, oh, the last time we checked on 11/21, it was still there, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I see some people mad that we're just, like, commentating. If you're mad that we're commentating, then don't watch. We'll spend all night sitting here. We'll make sure you stay up another night if you're that upset. I don't care.
Thanks for admitting you have awful moderation, leaving it up for months. I'm trying to say this in the nice way. I think I'm just going to say it in the mean way. Unlike you, we're actually semi-popular. Under the Tea gets thousands of posts a day. And we have like 5 people that watch moderation, and all of us have real jobs and don't get to sit at home all day. So yeah, we don't have perfect moderation. Because we're actually adults with work. I hate. There's no way for me to say that in a nice way. You guys are just so annoying that you don't understand people have fucking jobs, dude.
I'm not gonna speak. I've already said my piece, and I'm done.
General erosion of trust. Talents who don't fit his ideal schedule or who assert independence are quietly sidelined. Last added to promos, excluded from art, or straight up ignored until they no longer need him, at which point help is suddenly offered. Multiple members state outright, Lucky Ian just doesn't serve me at all. I don't benefit. Then leave.
Oh, that's my words directly.
Oh, that was your words directly, yes.
Oh, those are my words directly. So they used that without my permission?
That they used without your permission or consent. Oh,
those are my words directly, and I have the screenshot to prove it. That's a part of my archive,
which you can now upload and share and say they took bits and pieces without my consent.
Yeah. I also have a screenshot saying that you can't use my testimony or images without written consent, not even verbal, written. As in first name, last name written. And I was never going to give you first name, last name written.
Preface, a necessary disclosure regarding Lucky Ian and, quote, Raging Bull. You don't have to put him in quotes. This document is not written out of malice or a desire for drama.
Well, that's a lie.
It is written out of responsibility, out of care for the talents who have been hurt, and out of a refusal to let harmful patterns continue in silence simply because speaking up is inconvenient. It's really hard for me to say this because we were trying not to like talk about everybody specifically involved and exactly where they stood. But I guess I do have to say at least this. The only people who are still against Rage in general are Saturn, Shiro, Nines, Dawn, and their personal friend Mocha, who is somehow related to them.
She was a member of Lucky at the exact same time that Saturn and Shiro was.
Yeah. Literally, it's hard for me to say this. We've talked to everybody else. literally no one else is on your side. I don't. We were trying
if you
to
tell the full story.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, if you include at the top, by the way, only Mocha and the members of the VTards still wanted this. That's it. Like, it becomes substantially less interesting to anyone reading. But I guess I kind of have to just say it. It is in the fall of 2025. A member of current and former Lucky Ian Talents collaborators and community members began privately comparing experiences with the individuals who presents himself as the group's manager and sometimes CEO, known online as Raging Bull, sometimes Rage or Raging Bull. You just say Raging Bull. Like, I don't understand.
You really don't have to be so formal about it. He's not the type of guy to care for that. You're not the type of people to care for that. Let's just be real here. Come on.
IDK, who Mocha is. To be fair, none of us know either.
Know what?
No joke. No
who the
joke.
Mocha person is?
It's funny because
I know it's a clown person. Because she was also a clown, and I was kind of like, Rage, why the fuck are you hiring another clown?
It's Mocha with a K. Chad, it's Mocha with a K. M-O-K-A.
You had to drop. You definitely should have dropped a. Am I a joke to you?
Yeah, I don't know who they are. None of us knew who they were. I don't think any, because at least we actually talked to the VTard girls. I don't think any of us talked to Mocha.
It's one of those things where it's just like, Rage, this is one of the problems. You hire people that nobody knows except for the people that you're bringing in.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being serious. Nobody knew who they were before, like, Rage said, oh, this person's joining. Yeah. And that's kind of a problem I had.
I guess
that's an honest problem to have.
I do want to clarify this for chat, by the way. Just so I don't care about the VTard people who are here trying to start trouble. I do care about our chat, though. Any of us that left Lucky specifically left because we just didn't like how it was being run. The difference between us and the VTard people is they want to make this like some huge drama where he's like a massive sex pest. And there's this deep-seated issue going on. And it's like, no, I just thought he was a shitty manager. Like, I have shitty managers all the time. I'm not going to report them to the FCC or some shit. What's the saying? People don't quit bad jobs, they quit bad managers. And like, yeah, he's a bad manager. He's a fine guy, just bad manager. What started as isolated, uneasy moments eventually revealed a consistent and disturbing pattern that affected multiple people in similar ways. The pattern includes repeated sexualized jokes directed at female talents, even about their real-life relationships, long after discomfort was made clear.
Oh, there we go. I don't know.
Miko, you gotta turn your thing down. So loud.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen.
Why did I get knocked out? What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is the stream okay?
I'm sorry. I just.
I haven't seen anything weird happen to live.
Hold on.
So.
I'm gonna check my router.
I didn't hear anything weird. Were there any issues or?
Yeah.
Nasco for 2, who's the Mocha VTuber, don't know. At least it was
yeah, the internet seems to be fine. I think it was just Discord that was fucking up. You know, I really feel like we need to invest into what was it, TeamSpeak? Or another what else can you use for like important business phone calls?
Gilded.
Oh, Gilded's shutting down.
What?
They announced it like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Well, dang. There goes my Discord alternative.
Anyways, because I guess you guys probably didn't hear me. I was just saying that they were trying to make this about like some huge thing where Rage was like a massive sex pest. And in reality, we all just kind of left because he was just kind of a bad manager.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, yeah, we all left towards the same time. But I think, like, for me personally, I was already planning to tell Rage, like, Rage, I need you to, like, fix some things for me to stick around. Because this is just, like, not working for me. Because, like, I do think that he did some things well. but I was starting to recognize it's just like, okay, this is bothering me and I'm seeing some other things here. I was already planning to talk to him. That's the thing that's really funny. And that's why when everybody came in together and was like, talking about this, I was like, fuck, I guess this is like happening sooner rather than later. But like, you know, is what it is, I guess, you know.
So the pattern of these bad things include repeated sexualized jokes directed at female talents, even about their real-life relationships, long after discomfort was made clear. Casual use of degrading language, including bitch and femboy.
Okay, who has ever heard the term femboy and thought this is degrading?
Just what I'm hearing is that we would have been canceled a couple of months later because the Mizu uses that language on the regular.
Yeah, bitch. Damn.
Yeah, come on, like Mizu, you're such a femboy. Like,
yeah, chat's immediately confused by the femboy mention. I can only imagine femboy being used to refer to me or Atari. And it's like a self-applied label. I don't know who else he would have used it in regards to. There's like...
That's kind of my thing, like that. I don't think...
Maybe
do there exist femboys who don't already identify themselves as such?
I legitimately, I can't take this seriously anymore. We're going to continue reading, but I legitimately can't take these people seriously. And these are the people that I'm told are like they will hurt your feelings, the VTards, the people that will go out there and insult all of the people that need to be...
the N-word.
Like, legitimately, aren't you guys the people that go on Twitter all day and argue with I literally observed you guys for like the weeks that you were in our group making fun of a bunch of trans people. And I'm just sitting here like, and you don't like the word bitch or femboy? You literally sound like a bunch of leftists to me right now. A bunch of fucking whiny little leftists.
In both private and public settings, framed as banter, but never reciprocated or welcomed. I mean,
he's autistic.
It's still banter. An intensely controlling management style that demands total transparency from talents, while offering none in return, that inserts itself into private discords, streams, and schedules uninvited. That withholds promised assets or support as leverage. That must be new screenshots from y'all, because that wasn't anywhere in your original thing.
That's Junie again.
Is that Junie?
Which one? Which one?
Yeah, because you taught... Well, didn't you mention about how he would withhold stuff from you, allegedly?
Oh, so, okay. It wasn't things. It was singular.
Wasn't it just a model or some shit?
No, it was a logo.
It was a logo? Oh my God.
It was a logo. It was a logo. And the reason... Well, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna be so... For real, I don't even know what happened. All I know is that I was going through like a name changing crisis. And I even named that in the server. I was like, name change crisis. And Rage was like, oh, so like why'd you change your name? Like, huh? Like, what's with the name change and stuff? I was like, oh, well, I think I want to match my pen name and stuff. Like, I think I want to do that. He's like, like, I had a logo for you, and now it's like it's wasted. I was like, man, sorry. So I never got to see the. I mean, it's true. I never got to see the logo or anything. And again, whenever we get to like because I just like I called, I have a whole section on me. Whenever we get to me, I'll talk about me, okay? And we'll talk about my thought process.
Chronic breaches of confidentiality, sharing deeply private information, activity in real life of talents that they did not want disclosed, real life partners, and mental health struggles. I swear to God, the only real life partner is me and Atari that I can think of, because it's the only one they ever mentioned in the Discord, and it's not private. I'd say it all the time on Twitter and chat. We're saying it on chat right now. The other stuff, maybe. I guess we'll see. Although I will say, if he called you crazy on stream, that's not revealing your mental health struggles. Selective help and punishment. Talents who comply and remain available on his schedule are rewarded. Those who have real-life obligations, boundaries, or simply assert independence are quietly sidelined, excluded from art and promotion, or subjected to guilt-tripping and public scolding. An environment where doxing and the circulation of real names' faces have been tolerated in spaces he controls, despite loudly advertised no doxing rules. Again, you're talking about the Nazi Miku Kiwi Farms thread. No one cares. No one cares. Pressure on mentally vulnerable talents to overwork, to disclose trauma for content, or to remain in the group despite clear burnout, followed by dismissal of their struggles as self-sabotage when they push back. I will say, if you wanted us to read this quicker, you probably shouldn't have been repeating information over and over again. Because this exact stuff was up here in this section. Stop repeating shit if you want us to get through it quicker. These are not rumors. They are documented experiences shared independently by multiple people. Shattern, Shiro, Nines, Mocha, Hobocop, Miko, Dolly, and others backed by a substantial amount of screenshots. I know Miko and Dolly want nothing to do with you guys. Miko specifically has been like throwing hands with you constantly on Twitter. So good luck trying to use her as your example. You guys still here, by the way? It didn't break again.
My apologies.
It just got so quiet. I thought it maybe broke again.
Oh
yeah, I had to use the restroom.
I'm locked in, getting this call. I already told Dylan I'm writing down the timeline of this entire super secret phone call.
Yeah, I had to walk away for a moment just because like I had to use the restroom. I took a moment to center myself because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think for me, I'm not upset. I'm just like so flabbergasted that like my brain is just like turned off. And I apologize about that, but it's just I don't know.
Really quick,
continue, Mizu.
Just to make sure I got everything. Aguario for 5. What in the baby soft shit is this? Stealth for 5. What? Atari and Mizu are gay and European? Well, that's better than being Jewish and bisexual. Lobster Starter for 2. It's Shiroi, Jenkins, and Headpats. Avenged 900 for 20. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. You're the second for 5. Hello, I like people on both sides, and I'm currently fence sitting. Just wanted to clear up. Miku is not a real Nazi. Interview him and you'll see. We're still going to call him Nazi Miku until he takes the outfit off.
Pretty much.
Red Nasco's, and then Cole ZR for 5. I had to grab a beer. Heart hurt my brain trying to read this sober. It is a pretty rough read sober. Trust me, Chad, I'm the one that has to read it.
I mean, I'll help you read it. Maybe helping read will help me like not flip off, honestly.
When the dawn of everything began looking into Raging Bull's behavior on behalf of concerned friends, initially at Starcat's request, the information gathered from different individuals in late 2025 revealed an undeniable and troubling overlap. Dawn first reached out to Miko after both Starcat and Distress expressed concern for how she was being treated inside the so-called company. From there, Dawn contacted Shiro and Saturn, people he already knew well, and more conversations opened. Others came forward with their own accounts, forming a consistent picture that could not be ignored. Lucky Inn was never a formally registered LLC. There were no contracts, no IP protections, no defined revenue structures, and no legal safeguards for the talents who invested their time, money, and emotional energy into it. Again, IP protection is on you. You don't want the company to have your IP protection in their hands because that means they own your IP. That's just how that works. There were no defined revenue structures because everybody kept their own money. Like, none of us had merch, really. When all the money just kind of went... Yeah, but it went to yourself. It didn't go to, like, the company.
I don't know where if Uwu Market pays me. Because I made all of the negotiations with them. Rage didn't see any money from that. I'm going to be honest with you. He didn't see any money from that. I don't think I see any money from that. I think that's just they are making merch for me, and I get the awesomeness of that.
Do they not know how IP law works at all? Me and Ava tried to explain to them how IP law worked in the chat, and me and Ava both got kicked for it. They basically said they didn't want to listen to what I had to say, and then they told Ava they didn't believe she had any knowledge as a lawyer, so they didn't want her talking either.
That was my favorite part, by the way. Like, when that Like when it hit that stage, that was when I realized this is gonna be a mess.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. Instead, what existed was one individual's personal vision of control maintained through a mix of charisma, selective generosity, gossip, and the gradual breakdown of trust. I can tell you for a fact, none of us were still there because of Rage's charisma. We were there in spite of his charisma. I don't know, like... fucking... I don't know how you listened to Rage for like 5 minutes and you're like, wow, he's such a charismatic person. That's no offense, by the way, Rage, if you're listening. It's just, I think we can all admit, you're not exactly the skilled orator. You're not going to be the next Dalai Lama or Martin Luther.
Rage is a fun autist to be autistic with.
Yes. He's not a good manager.
That is my position.
His bisexual Jewish charisma.
Yes.
Raging charisma law. Yeah, no, I don't know what you guys talk about fucking charisma.
Oh, fuck.
They mentioned gossip again. I don't know how he's maintaining anything through gossip. So, wasn't an LLC. I also heard despite not being an LLC, you offered legal protection. That I said when we make the LLC, the plan is that with that we can provide legal protection. They provide a video link. Here, let me shrink this really quick. Just to make sure, like, I'm not opening up something terrible.
Rage is a goofball. Yes, he is. Maybe in hindsight, I would agree that that should have disqualified him. But I'm gonna be real. The year that I worked with him, he did way more than again the guy that I used to be with, and that's just a fact.
Real quick, I need to share this with everybody in the call so everybody can listen to it as well.
Oh boy.
Let nobody say we're not fair with our coverage, chat. So,
I'm being told that the video that we're pulling up is showed twice at some point. Maybe we only...
we'll do it now.
Yeah.
Raging Bull in a call with Nines telling her he can provide legal protection. It was presented as something already established within the LLC despite there not being an LLC. Let me pop... You guys don't really need to see it, but I'm going to pull it up anyways, so you know.
Yeah, because we don't want to get blamed for not playing something.
Oh, what else? So, the other thing is, like I said, we can offer security and help, but it sounds like you got that. But if you ever want me to just take it once over, I'm not too perturbed to do that. Another benefit is being under lucky. This means that, let's say you were to get copyright strikes or any other bullshit, right? Because sometimes people do them maliciously to try and get information.
They discorded the thing again?
Being under lucky, you don't have to fucking put your name.
Hi.
We're playing a video, Shiroi.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're okay. You're okay, love.
You put us. You put our address.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Exactly, because we would be essentially your legal representation. So we can take these hits. I can do this stuff because I enjoy a little bit of gamesmanship in my day.
Oh wait, so is this a part of the doc?
Yes.
Okay.
So, YouTube takedown dispute is a legal matter. DMCA takedown and copyright dispute is considered a legal process. Not an LLC, not a business.
ChatGPT, be so for real.
Not an issue. Not an LLC or not a business is not the issue. Even if they were an LLC, that doesn't allow them to provide legal representation. The key issue is, are they a licensed lawyer? If not, they cannot legally represent you in a legal dispute. I'd like to point out that while the DMCA is a legal avenue, it is not a legal process necessarily. Hello,
wait,
what?
Did they use ChatGPT for legal advice?
Yes, that's the ChatGPT website.
Oh yeah, that's ChatGPT, by the way.
My favorite lawyer.
Really? I thought they had a paralegal that knew the law. Miss Paralegal, can you cite the law for us? You think that you know it, please.
So even if like we go through the law specifically and I've missed, I really don't think I've missed anything on this in my understanding of the law. But if we did and we came to a point where we had misunderstood something, I don't think you're characterizing this in the correct way. Because they're characterizing it as he is telling them they have an LLC that can provide legal protection. He said, we'll legally protect you from DMCA by allowing you to put my address down. Which is... I don't think that's really a problem. I've never seen an issue with that in regards to YouTube. However, if you do have just like a lawyer on call, absolutely based, have the lawyer do it. What I will say is, and I think a lot of people don't understand this, if you actually read YouTube's DMCA page, they straight up lie to you, and they say that you cannot have a lawyer respond to a DMCA, that you personally have to respond to it. So
Which is not how the legal process works.
Yeah. So people need to stop like just believing shit they read online, because companies are going to tell you what's best for them. Like YouTube straight up says, don't even talk to a lawyer. You can't. You have to do it yourself. That's not how that works. They also say that you can only reply to them through their internal system. No, you can have a actual lawyer write up paperwork to mail to them, and they are required to respond. So first off is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is likely pulling from YouTube's page since they asked about YouTube. And YouTube's page is lying to people because YouTube is trying to protect their own ass from getting sued. Many of the members...
Which is what would be unexpected.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Many of the members said they stayed in Lucky Ian longer than they should have, and because they were made to feel that leaving the group would be considered a betrayal or does that say interpreted self-destruction? What does that mean?
Hold on.
I saw a video that tried to use their lawyer's address for a DMCA claim, and it failed because they said it's not your address. YouTube will deny it if it's somebody else's address. You have to specifically get them to send an email. Not an email, you have to send them a written mail or they won't accept it.
I would again have to ask Ava, because fun fact, Ava's helped people work on this. I don't know if she said who, but Ava has, I have seen how she's helped other people work on this. So I know that she knows probably a little bit more than these people do.
Yeah. Some of the members only realized how deep the damage... Oh, sorry, I need to put the music back on so you guys have like a little bit of background noise going.
Much appreciated. I have my own music.
Also, Sephirius for 5. Are y'all still covering all the agencies that are suddenly imploding in on themselves? I don't
including
think...
ours,
Have any happened recently, though? I don't think so. Some of the members...
There was Brave group was fucking breaking down right now. I only just remember that because I scrolled Twitter this morning.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, that's why people were liking my video on that again.
Did you have a video on it?
Yes, I talked to the Brave members, remember? It was a massive blow up.
No, not that one. Continue. I'm gonna go off and I don't want to.
Some of the members only realized how deep the damage ran once they were finally out. Miko stayed in the group because she did not want to abandon the group that they had built together. I hope you have a screenshot of Miko saying that, because Miko did not build Lucky.
Miko came in literally before you guys did.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, Miko came in really late, so I hope you have a screenshot of her saying that. This is not an attack on every person who has ever been a part of Lucky Ian. This is about the behavior of a manager who crossed lines again and again, and about the... Can you stop with the, like, stroking yourselves off? Just give the allegations. This is like the 5th time you're repeating this.
This is my problem, is there is no, because they're like, oh, we just want to walk away. None of these people just wanted to walk away. All these people wanted to, quote unquote, warn other people. And they wanted to act like they were the saviors of other people on the internet. It's just like, you aren't saving anybody, all right? Because tomorrow there's somebody that could be 10 times worse than what you think Rage is. And they will harm people in far worse ways than Rage ever could have in his little autistic brain. Like, you guys are really thinking that people are going to take what you do and then, like, stop themselves from getting into a similar situation. You're not. Congratulations.
Oh, is Miko in chat? Hi, Miko. Behavior man. However, there have been people posting lies and deflecting blame to cover up for his misdeeds, as well as trying to silence the testimony of those who were victims of his harassment and poor business practices.
I don't know. Okay.
To anyone reading this who has been affected, whether you're a current or former Luck talent, a moderator, a viewer, or a friend, you are not crazy. You are not overreacting, and you are not alone. Your boundaries mattered then, and they matter now. The talents share this so that no one else has to learn the hard way what management under Raging Bull actually meant, so that people aren't used and then tossed away when their presence no longer suits his need. I'm not going with the talents share this. Again, you guys were in here for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, none of you were rejected by Rage.
The Raging Bull Discord statement. Can I skip this? This is just
read it just to read it.
Do one of y'all want to read it? Because I've been reading a lot.
I can read it. I'll read it.
Thank you.
All right. So this is from Rage. Oh, they didn't timestamp it. That's very nice. I think that was.
That is
Was it yesterday or day before?
I don't remember.
I think it was day before. Rage says, "Hello. Regarding this drama, people want to hear from me. Apologies, I'm on vacation. This drama, to my understanding, has been about me being unprofessional, swearing, cussing, making inappropriate jokes. What I have to say is, yes, I can be unprofessional. I prefer things casual, similar to 2000s humor. That is my goal, to bring that back in some form. I was upfront with people about it. If they didn't like it, then all they needed to do was ask me, and I would respect it. I had to sit down with some to discuss their problems. I apologize for upsetting them, and it was never my intention to harm. To those that I talked to, I apologize. Next, I need to come clean about something I forgot. I screwed up. I met this talent, Dolly, with my translator friend. She was awesome. We hung out. It was fun. After a while, we had a call. Me and her were gaming, and our translator friend was there as well. She was getting very flirtatious, to the point the friend said he was going to translate some of the things she said. She continued, and I reciprocated rather than saying no. I instead went along with it. It got lewd and steamy. I regretted it. After some time, things moved on. She got into a relationship, and I said, good on you. The flirting was over. Now she was made aware of the drama and got involved. When I was made aware, she wanted an apology. I did so. It was mutual flirting, but I should not have reciprocated. That was my failing, and it's on me. Next, the LLC question. We started as a group. I planned to make us an LLC, but I was worried that if I messed up, the talent's info would be on federal/state public records. I do not want that. I'm not a college graduate of business, so understanding the business law is hard for me. I tried to learn and wait until I'm sure I understand correctly. Filing the paperwork is not hard. Making sure you file the right paperwork is. Complaints about pay. I'm very confused about this. I never took their banking info or AdSense or diverted their YouTube checks. They were in control of their money. I just asked for 5%, for a 5% flat, as in send me 5% of your YouTube/other streaming platform revenue, just to make sure this makes sense from your total streaming revenue. My apologies. Just to make sure this makes sense from your total streaming revenue is just 5%. This doesn't include your sponsors. If you got your own sponsor, then we don't touch that. If we got you the sponsor, then yes, we would ask for a percentage of that. That being said, pay your taxes and other personal expenses first. We are a service at the end of the day, and I'd rather you take care of yourself. There were no proper written contracts. It was a handshake deal, and for most folks who I knew were struggling, I didn't want them to pay me until they were safe. I believe this covers everything of actual note. I'm posting here in UTT because X sucks and I don't care about numbers. I like UTT and I like the audience here. You deserve to hear what I have to say from me, not secondhand. As for Lucky, I'm going to put it to rest. Names do not matter at the end of the day. People do. I'm not disappearing. Those who want to be with me can follow me. Those who don't have to. I hope they do well in the future. Whatever people choose, as long as they are happy with the choice, their choice, it's fine by me. There you go. My statement. I'm tired ASF. I might post it on X, but God, that's going to suck because I refuse to pay for the check mark. Anyway, good night, everyone. I'll answer some rats when I actually have some sleep time. Sorry, the messing up was probably just me. I still scarred from the cinder dock.
And I'm gonna scooch it right back in a little bit.
Honestly, I always appreciated his response to it.
I agree. I do agree.
It was a very well put response.
Oh, it shrunk itself again.
God they made a rebuttal.
Oh.
Rebuttal to Raging Bull's statement.
I guess Saturn's chat is quoting law right now in our server.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Rebuttal to Raging Bull's statement. While Raging Bull tries to downplay everything as mere unprofessionalism or harmless mistakes, his own statement highlights the very behaviors that caused so many concerns and pushed people to distance themselves from him. Instead of clearing things up, he unintentionally reinforces exactly why so many felt uncomfortable or misled or unsupported under his management. Because I can be professional, I prefer things casual. Unprofessional behavior isn't a style choice. When you position yourself as a manager or leader of a VTuber company, there's an expectation of professionalism, consistency, and safety. You can't run a team like a friend group while simultaneously expecting people to treat it like a business. Repeatedly swearing at talents, making sexual jokes, and behaving unpredictably is not 2000s humor. It is inappropriate and unsafe in any management role. I would agree to an extent that ultimately it's better to just be professional. However, I have worked at small businesses with very unprofessional managers, and it was way more fun and way more enjoyable than working with by-the-book people.
And they are just fine. I mean, like, again, these people sound like they would report to HR if their manager was silly at work. That's how unfun this is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've had people like rage as like a manager or as a coworker, and guess what? He was just fine. That's why I didn't care when Rage was like called me a retard. Like when Rage called me a retard, I didn't care.
Admitting to engaging in flirtatious behavior with a talent, he acknowledges he flirted with a talent who trusted him in a managerial capacity. Regardless of whether it was mutual, the power imbalance makes this inherently inappropriate. A manager should understand the talent cannot freely and safely say no to someone who controls opportunities, communication, and project direction. His own admission confirms a boundary violation, not an innocent misunderstanding. This also went far beyond flirting and into full sexting. So, have to do this. This is not a boundary violation because she was participating as well.
Yeah, she consented. It sounds like, based off of what
you're making
he
that
said,
part up.
It sounds like she's the one who initiated it.
I will also say, I personally agree. Should not be flirting with talents. However, again, we're fucking VTubers, bro. She could just leave. This is not the same as, like, you are relying on your job to make ends meet, and if your boss fires you, you're immediately cut off from making money. We are a tiny ass independent organization of VTubers. If she got fired by Bull for not flirting back or some shit, she would still make money.
Oh my god. Okay, I want to point out one comment from the chat because it's amazing. As Norm MacDonald said wisely, quote, sounds like a load of commie gossip. I love Norm MacDonald. I need to get some of his quotes for my streams.
Like, a manager over a two-view VTuber agency does not have the same power as, like, somebody in VShojo or HoloLive. We literally don't make money. And that's the reason the managerial thing is, like, such a power imbalance, is because they do control your finances. We don't have finances. Most of us don't make any money or make very little.
Yeah, I mean,
to my knowledge, anybody in the group could leave at any moment, and it really wouldn't change much for them.
Yeah.
No, like that's another thing where it's just like so confusing. It's just like, out of all of us, I know Miko probably makes some money. I make money. I know Mizu makes some money, and besides that, Rage is helping a lot of people for free.
Sephirius for 20. Some of these YouTubers / regular streamers need to work in the real world before they start working in these words. Because I can tell you for a fact, in the real world, my management says some off-the-wall things. Oh, I talked about this on stream the other day. My assistant manager and my current manager have been having a cold war with each other through me.
A funny one, honestly.
Yeah,
You've been telling me about it, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, my assistant manager is constantly telling me how shit the current manager is at organization and scheduling, and my current manager sends me texts while I'm at work saying that he had to block the assistant manager because he's being a bitch and he doesn't want to deal with him anymore. It's actually genuinely funny. Also, I want to tell you guys, I want to tell chat this. It has nothing to do with the document, but I think you guys would get a kick out of it. I was talking to the regular manager the other day, and he just drops this like little tidbit of lore in my lap where he goes, yeah, you know, I used to do your job. I used to close all the time. I had to make it look perfect for my wife in the morning. But my wife left me a couple years into our marriage for a woman. And I was like, wow, you just dropped that in my lap. Oof. That's rough, buddy. I don't know what you want me to tell you, to be quite frank.
Holy shit.
I love when they gossip at work and I just get to hear everything. Wild. Anyway, sorry about that tangent, chat. I wanted to tell people. I hadn't got to tell anybody yet.
Told us.
Admitting to avoiding...
It is a pretty good story.
Yeah. Admitting to forming an LLC because he didn't understand what he was doing. He openly admits he wanted to create an LLC but didn't understand business law, wasn't confident filling the proper legal paperwork, and feared making mistakes that could expose people's personal information. Whatever. Despite knowing he lacked the knowledge and structure to operate safely, he still acted as if he were running a legitimate company, assigning roles, taking percentage cuts, recruiting talents, and managing their content. This was reckless. Any legitimate agency establishes its legal foundation, contracts, and liability protections before bringing people on, not after. His own words make it clear that the real issue was his inability to provide even the most basic professionalism or safeguards expected from someone in a managerial role. So my response to this would be, how many of you have registered your VTubing as a legitimate business?
Are you asking me?
No, them.
Oh no.
Because they're saying the foundation of a business is establishing it legally first. How many of you have actually filed the proper paperwork to make your VTubing a legal business in the eyes of the government? Answer is 0. You're relying on the fact that many states allow you to just have a sole proprietorship. If you are currently doing a sole proprietorship as VTubing, you cannot complain that your manager was also doing a sole proprietorship. That's just how that works. Because a VTubing manager could be considered basically kind of a consultant.
That's what I treated him as until he incorporated.
Yeah. The 5% revenue cut was still inappropriate. Saying I never took their AdSense or banking info does not make the situation better. Taking any percentage from talents, especially when there is no contract, no legal entity, and no services delivered, means the arrangement lacked transparency and legitimacy. Me and Ava talk about this all the time. While handshake agreements are not particularly legally clear, and in court it ends up being a lot of he said, she said, the government does recognize handshake agreements. So you guys can't keep saying there was handshake agreements, but it lacks legitimacy. No, you are admitting to the handshake agreement. That means you have admitted that it is a legitimate agreement. That is how that works. Many talents expressed concern because they were paying for a company that didn't legally exist and had no defined benefits, structure, or protections. In addition,
wait, they actually paid?
I mean, I guess.
They actually paid?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. They'll probably show that later, hopefully.
I hope so. I'm
very curious if anybody actually did pay, but I don't know.
I didn't pay him anything.
Again, here's what I paid Rage. I paid him the cost of the server that we had each month from part of my tier 3 subscriptions, because I have tier 3 subscriptions for the sole purpose of, hey, you guys want to play Minecraft with me? Here, you can do this. Stick around as long as you want. That money, half of it went to Rage, and then I paid him a small percentage for all of the help that he did give me, because when you're with somebody for a year, yeah, he does help you a little bit. You know, I'm sorry that for the 2 weeks that you guys were with him, he didn't help you a whole lot, but like he did help me, so I did pay him.
Also, chat,
we're
not saying like why would you be opposed to a signed contract. I agree, signed contracts are better. My complaint is that all of these people are so stupid, they think that a handshake contract is not a real legitimate contract. And that's specifically what they're saying in the document, that because it was a handshake agreement, it lacked legitimacy. That's not how that works. By the very nature of admitting that you had a handshake agreement, you have admitted it's legitimate. This is why they were so annoying, because they kept playing. They couldn't just like have their complaints. They had to constantly play up everything into an absolute lie they made up on the spot, because they didn't understand what they're talking about.
And all I will say is I don't blame you, because you're a VTuber and VTubers don't know business.
It was all handshake deal.
Well, you got that part.
Look, we got it in the next part too. We got it up in the next part too. It was all handshake deals. Handshake deals are not professional. Actually, a lot of much bigger businesses do handshake deals. Me and Ava cover legal cases every Wednesday, and I actually watch at work 6 to 7 hours of court cases a day looking for content for my Legal Wednesday show.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, that's a lot.
I literally watch 6 to 7 hours of court cases a day. Handshake agreements are all over the fucking place. Yeah. Constantly, even for much more legitimate businesses than us, handshake agreements are all over the place. If the talents were relying on him for management, sponsorship help, branding assistance, or legal guidance, and failing to formalize these agreements puts them all at risk. The lack of written contracts is not a defense, it's part of the core problem. Attempting to minimize the sexual misconduct reports, he frames his misconduct as nothing more than flirting, but multiple talents reported discomfort, inappropriate jokes, and pressure from him. A manager should never be making sexual jokes or putting talents into situations where they feel uneasy. His attempts to downplay these issues shows a lack of understanding of power dynamics and professionalism. I just gotta say, it's really funny having people say into situations where they feel uneasy from the people that have Nazi Miku and called themselves the VTards.
Yeah,
you were not.
I can't take you seriously at all.
You were not owed never feeling uneasy in life. That's life.
Life is all about.
I legitimately don't take any of you seriously when your buddy that you got back together with and are buddy with right now is Nazi Miku. All right.
Half my commissions are handshake agreements. That's another thing. Basically, if you're a VTuber, almost every single commission you've ever done, including your model and anything that you have commercial rights over, basically all of it is considered a handshake agreement. Just because it is written on the internet does not mean it is a written agreement. It is still considered a handshake agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Claiming he never meant to upset people does not negate the behavior. Intent does not erase impact. Even if he didn't mean it, he still caused significant distress, violated boundaries, and ran something he advertised as a company without the structure, competence, or professionalism required to do so. Then leave. This is just appeal to emotion. I don't care.
I know, neither do I.
Guess
what we did? We left.
Yeah. Blur screenshots provided by some of the people affected by this, including testimony from witnesses from these events. Nines, VTuber approached by Raging Bull. Raging Bull originally approached me. God, are we doing like first person testimony now? Like, this is gay as hell.
The Dawn did that, so I expect it from them as well.
He told me
you gotta remember, this is a court case, Mizu. We're gonna have him strung up under a tree by the end of the day. It's just how it is.
So he he told me that if I joined, he would eventually want 5% of my income. No, I have to notice the eventually. When I asked what he could actually offer me in return, he didn't give an answer that made sense for me or had any real value to me personally. He claimed that for YouTube takedowns or copyright strikes, I could list the company's address instead of my own, and that they could handle things legally. When I asked to see a contract, he told me there were no contract, and it was just verbal for now. After our call, I decided I'd mull it over more and wait to see how Saturn and Shiro's experiences go before making any comments. This is supposedly the video talking about the licenses. Okay, this is 14 seconds. Why didn't you, if you just recorded all this, why didn't you just post it all?
They fucked up.
Oh, also, so were they recording like every conversation with Rage?
I don't know, but here, we'll play through this first.
Oh, they messed up big.
What did they do?
Give it a minute. We'll play through this first because I have it up now.
We'll play. No, I'm gonna wait. You know, delayed gratification.
Oh, snap. Gotta edge it all the way up there.
Okay, let me play it.
Right.
Okay, I'm listening.
And what you're paying for is one, like obviously the payments go to paying for our licensure and all that, you know, all the back end stuff of what a business needs, its business license, etc., etc.
Is that it?
Is that all?
That's the only 14 seconds you gave us?
Okay.
That's like no context to anything. Whatever,
Okay.
fuck it.
I wasn't expecting much, but somehow I'm still disappointed.
Exactly.
This
Play
is
the full thing. If we could, we would. That's all they gave us.
For those wondering why I'm
By the way, I hope that all
at once.
I hope that you are in a first party consent state, and that if you're not, that you're not in the same state that Rage is in.
Oh, there's another fun bit of law right there.
proof of the claims above. Are you really this slow? It doesn't include any of this stuff. It's none of this conversation.
Oh my gosh.
It's not proof of anything. It's like the world's smallest soundbite, bro. I literally have memes that play on my stream that have a longer runtime than that.
Yeah.
So this is a recording of Nine's conversation with Raging Bull about a supposed 5% cut of income. In the call, he claims the money would go towards licensing fees and other vague expenses. Yet at no point does he disclose that Lucky Inn isn't even a real registered company. Why was Nines being asked to pay a licensing fee to someone who doesn't have an actual business or legal entity behind any of this? It's 14 seconds. I can't go along with this without more context to that. He approached me again, this time about making VTard collection figurines. This was a stupid joke he made, and the fact that he was serious about it is even dumber.
Yeah, I agree.
Never told me that Shiro was the one who would actually be making them, nor did he mention the files would be a fan's AI-edited assets, which that fan has offered me for free on his own previously. Bull offered me 10% while claiming the rest would go towards costs. I knew he had no contract because I was speaking to Miku, and Miku was told there is no contract when he asked. He was just told to screenshot the chat as a trust me bro type deal. I declined for multiple valid reasons under the advice of an advisor. Stop saying the advice of an advisor. Who the fuck did you talk to?
Yeah, out the advisor, please. Out the advisor. They should have to, if you're using this mythical advisor, they should have to out themselves so that we know who we are. If you're claiming that Rage isn't professional, I want to know who this professional is, please. And if you say it's your husband, and your husband is not a professional, then you're retarded.
No contract, he asked. He was just told to screenshot chat as a trust me bro type deal. I declined for multiple valid reasons under the advice of an advisor, and after this I learned that Lucky Inn isn't even a real company, just an idea with no legal structure. He never mentioned to me that it wasn't a real company, LLC, and that he didn't have a business license. Okay, I'm gonna ask this, and this might be a stupid question. Can one of you show me the LLC filings for VTards? Because you were all a part of a company before this.
I wasn't expecting that question, not gonna lie.
Because it just occurred to me. You were all a part of a company before this, and you were all perfectly comfortable being a part of it, because it broke apart because of Nazi Miku, not because of anything about its business structure. So did you have an LLC filing?
Wait. What is Ratrick just tweeted something? I'm gonna read what Ratrick just tweeted.
Hold on, can I want to say
VTards never sold people.
On and on about there being mentions of an LLC. I want to make it clear. Rage told me like flat out there wasn't an LLC. And I never had a conversation about my finances or my money ever.
He also never told me it was an LLC. I just assumed it was a group.
Well, I knew, because I have these things called context clues, that anything without a business license is considered a group.
So, Ratrick here.
Your time.
Tweeted out 30 minutes ago. Saturn, when you guys invited me to the call to get my advice on Raging Bull in a private call, you openly disclosed half of the shit that is in this doc. Why are you farming it for attention, friend? You said you wanted this badly. You even tried to get Akemi to sign on and got mad when she didn't. He never lied about any of this shit. I was there when he told you it wasn't a company. It had no formal contracts. I said it was dog shit deal. Even Akemi's community warned you. Okay, I'm going to DM this man right now. Because he's claiming, if this is true, Saturn... Oh, I hope he's lying, Saturn. I hope he's lying. If he provides proof, oh man.
Hey, real quick.
Patrick, if you give me proof, I will give Akemi. I will donate money to Akemi. All right.
Real quick, because it is late. I do need to go to bed soon. Can we go ahead and quickly skip to my section so I can get this over with?
Yeah, here. So where are we at? So we are on page 8. We'll scroll back to here later. So you're under.
I'm under Defenders and Blame Shifters.
Are you the first one?
No. That's the hashtag super secret phone call.
Out of everything, even.
Which actually, I do need to reference that section real quick.
Which one?
At the very top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they say, so it's like, I'll read the first 2 paragraphs. And then the big thing I was like, oh, they fucked up, I'll mention. So I say the Discord server that will be mentioned with the lucky emails is against referred to as the testimony server. So during the process of planning exodus from Lucky Ian, several members who had initially decided to leave suddenly changed their minds, deleted messages in the testimony Discord server that was being used to collect their statements and evidence, and then began placing blame on or outright blocking the people who were simply trying to support them through their departure. Occo, Miko, Junie, Starcat, those were the main 4. By the way, I did make preemptive calls of who was going to be named in the document. Those 4 were in my predictions. This was shortly after a voice call was made in the Lucky Ian Discord server. Chat, I hate to break it to them and all y'all. This call did not occur in the Lucky Ian Discord at all in any capacity. But they say with the title "Do Not Join," the first ones to show up in the VC are Junie and Raging Bull. That's also not true. The individuals who are in the VC never informed anyone in the testimony Discord server of their participation. That's true. And were offended when asked about it. Not true. I don't know where the offense came. I was never offended. Stating that it's there to announce Starcat's departure. I don't know where that's coming from. Certainly not my mouth. Soon after the voice chat was over, the aforementioned Lucky Ian members began deleting their messages from the testimony server before being kicked. Junie blocked everybody who was in the testimony server, including the talents and their moderators. Yes, I did, because I protect my peace, and I've said it so many times. I am a serial blocker. Yeah. So if we scroll down to my section, we'll get through this. The main thing I was typing, I was being very quiet just now, because I wanted, they really want to know what happened inside the super secret phone call. So I will let you know what happened in the super secret phone call with timestamps. And then also there's another thing I have to talk about.
Really quickly, I don't want to interrupt you. I just wanted to say real quickly, these people complain about the words bitch and femboy. Nazi Miku in chat just literally tried to call Nazi Miku just tried to call one of us a faggot, and I'm just sitting here like,
oh, okay, cool.
So are you so what's I'm confused here. Can you explain can you explain please? What's the difference between bitch, femboy, and faggot? Can you please explain that? Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this, by the way, real quick for just a second. Everybody who is here on the VTards side, if we just said that we are letting Junie read her section because she has to go to bed and she wanted to address her section that she's a part of. If you guys don't stop causing shit in chat over that when we clearly told you what we were doing, I will just start banning you because now you're just like spamming chat with your bullshit. You have just been told what we were doing.
Yeah, I'm going to read my section and then I'm going to go get off of this so I can focus on other things like getting ready for sleep.
Yeah, 'cause she has a real life.
All right, so they say shortly after her departure from the testimony server, Ginny immediately blocked everyone who was departing or involved in trying to help everyone depart from Lucky Ian, including Shiro, Saturn, Mocha, Nines, Neven, and their mods. Yes, I did, because I did not want to talk to you. Ginny announced that she and Dylan will be managing restructuring Lucky Ian, therefore replacing Raging Bull. This is my statement from UTT. I made a very simple statement. I also read this out on stream. I made a very simple statement on Twitter to not speculate on my name or my behalf. But individuals keep bringing stuff up, which is true. So here is what I can say with the resolutions that have been discussed behind closed doors. And this was at 11:01 on 2 days ago. So that would be 11:01 a.m. at whoever's time this is on the 25th. To my knowledge, it could have been maybe it could have been the 24th, but I'm thinking it's the 25th because this was after everything started blowing up, and I believe this was the day after. Someone can fact check me on that exact date, but whatever. I say yes, there were fundamental issues that could not be ignored. That's true. Yes, there is major restructuring going on. That's true. Yes, Dylan and I have been the ones spearheading that. That's true. Shout out Dylan. You're awesome. No, plans are not finalized as of today. As of today, they're a little more finalized, but we are still working on that. No, the decisions of talents and where they ultimately go has not been finalized. I can now say that has been finalized for a lot, if not the majority of talents, but not everyone. Some things are still up in the air. No, the information will not be shared beyond what I'm saying now at this time. That was 2 days ago. This is now, so I'm sharing updates. Yes, the majority of talents have been working to resolve their grievances in private. Those who are still publicly posting have not. That is still true. In fact, Dylan has actually reached out to Shiro to talk, and Shiro has not responded. So, don't know what's going on with that. 2 days after the departure from the testimony server and a day after her announcement on Discord, she did a stream that vaguely explains the situation. Vaguely explains means I just read the statement and then I kind of just talked about my personal feelings. What is it? This is them listening stuff. People who were speculating about my name, they were specifically Floki, who again I have blocked because I don't like seeing him on my timeline.
Wait, where are you at?
I just
I have to show
right
it to chat.
Right under my stream clip. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. If they are so desperate to watch it, y'all can. But I remember what I talked about. My community remembers what I talked about. So sorry, I read fast. I'm sorry. Sorry, chat. Sorry to the people who don't read at a adult reading level. I read fast.
I read fast. I talk slow.
I talk fast. I read fast. So I'm right
That's why
underneath.
You're the teacher.
I'm right underneath my little statement. Mizu. All right. Right underneath.
Yep.
Like the numbered list. Those are so publicly. Yeah. People are trying to get involved in my life. Yes. She used a statement asking people to stop speculating. Yes, I did. Because people were speculating. Someone threatened to call out Google Doc. She references Google Doc and still says she will fact check the crap. Yes, I will. That's why I'm here. Regarding Ginny's statement that people outside the situation are speculating about her personally, here's some speculations where her messages and behavior combined with the timeline of events. Let's say maybe a statements channel so everyone can share it on the same page. These statements were meant to be the departure statements. So you remember those departure statements that everybody posted saying they're leaving Lucky? That was what that channel was for. Miko had one, I had one, Celeste had one. They were written different than the ones we ended up posting, but yeah, there were departures. There was a statements channel for those. There was many renditions and everything. So on Ginny's stream, when Ginny said that someone threatened a Google Doc, in reality, that someone includes her. Junie would prefer having the departures be publicly known when Ava asked why the problems with Rage Bull was not resolved privately. Alright, so let's get into this. I have my own Google Doc. I'm just not gonna post it because I have brain cells. But I'll read it to y'all. Because I have to write my thoughts down. Sorry. I'll admit, at the beginning, I was furious and fueled by emotions. That's what happens when you get a bunch of hurt and paranoid people in a Discord. As time progressed, and I learned the personalities I was being surrounded by, I began to slowly rationalize what was going on. These individuals are saying I was on board with the Google Doc initially. This is true, but again, as time progressed, I realized the situation was boiling over. I also had amazing friends in my corner who cared for me and were also warning me in private. I made 2 documents. First was a departure statement that everyone could post in unison. As you can see from the mass Lucky departure, I still helped coordinate this. Occo was the godsend who made a template. I edited it and distributed that to departing talents. The second was what was going to be the actual Google Doc. When I posted the link, I stated that it would be good for organizing information, and then we, parentheses, as a collective, by this point, Occo, Mizu, and Co, were also added to the server, so I meant all, could decide exactly what to do with that document, as some talents were already backing down from a Google Doc. Miko, Celeste, myself, and Ava were the biggest advocates for not just immediately hitting the nuke button. So yeah, I was initially on board with a Google Doc. I ended up backing down. That's called processing information. Several days before, Junie apparently replaced Raging Bull and took the management role with Dylan and was still in the testimony server. Junie wrote this regarding Dylan and Raging Bull. Dylan also was like more productive with me than Rage. I actually big vibe with Dylan for real. I stand by this. Dylan, you're amazing. Oh, I don't know why that's like a super secret. Gotcha. I didn't really put this in my little personal Google notes, so I'll enter this here. Junie was initially shocked and appalled. Original was trying to get into contact with Lucky EM member whose name was redacted. I know who this is. If they're redacting it, I'll keep her redacted. This is me telling Miko that if you see texts, Blank mentioned she heard some things and he's jumping to conclusions. Oh, I'm being accused. What did I do? That's what I'm saying. He's strawmanning. It's like that tweet. I love pancakes. OCU hate waffles. Again, not a single DM on my end. This is where, albeit Bull was trying to like rapidly reach out to talents because he was freaking out. Ava did also eventually tell him to quiet down, and he did.
And he did.
So, and he did.
And that's a very important thing to keep in mind about.
That's a very important detail. Alright, so we're gonna get into this, and then we're gonna get into the super secret private phone call, because I have to address my friend Seraph. I'm very shocked they included this. So, she's like, Junie was so distraught with Vision Bull that her mod Seraph made a declaration that he would kill him. Now, I have to be so for real. I had to pull my own screenshots for this. Transcripts. Because yes, he did send that. Yes. Here, let me read again what I said. I'm not going to deny what my friend said, nor will I deny what I said was truthful in regards to his sense of humor. However, Saturn and Co are leaving out voice channel context that I have. Seraph and I joined a call shortly after me joining the server, in which Saturn, along with some other individuals, began repeatedly disavowing and harping on what my friend had said, claiming that if Rage got a screenshot, he'd post it, and that'd make everyone at risk for lawsuit/charges. And then they demanded that he take those screenshots down. So here is my DM conversation with Seraph in regards to that conversation after he left the Discord because he had to go handle some things. So here's a conversation transcript between my friend and I. I tell him, I should have prefaced to you prior. Seraph says, all good, I can handle anything like that. The amount of things said on Discord and they don't get banned and they're worried, Lamau. Are they chatting shit? I say they are, actively shit talking, yes. Don't make shit worse. He's like, as expected, I'm not going to. They're chronically online people. I know how they are. I would suggest not staying long. Those people are not fun to be around. No, this is the first instance in which I was warned by someone who cares for me not to stay around these people. And that's at 6:17 p.m. on November 21st, 2025. Central Standard Time, by the way.
Is it really that long ago?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He says, I came in expecting similar mentalities, and I saw some who chatted with me who understood my mentality. That was on me. I say it's just talking in circles for me. He says, how so? I say it's just a paranoia, talking in circles. Good lord, it ain't that serious. And then he tells me, just dip, you deserve constructive feedback. People who live online are constantly paranoid. I say for us, maybe, the people in question have been doxxed multiple times. He said, that's more reason for me to be less chill in my opinion, but understandable. I still don't think it's productive. I tell him, did you at least delete these messages so that people can hop off? I said, he told me I deleted the recent one. The other was too high up to find because your stuff is messing with mine. I put in parentheses, I'm not mad at you. Saying, that's so stupid. I'm so sorry my protectiveness got you getting chewed on by chronically online people. I'll go find it. So my friend was very kind and understanding and went to actually go delete those messages. And we had a whole conversation. I tell him I'm not mad at you. I wish these people would take a chill pill. I don't know these people. We just met. I joined because of Miko and Starcat, who I do know. He's like, I know you're not mad at me. I'm mad on your behalf, as I do. I cleaned it up. If Miko isn't gonna hop in, I would dip. Give me cliff notes later. That's my whole situation with Seraph. Let's get in. Hey guys, shall we get into the super secret phone call?
Yes. Super duper secret phone call that didn't start, by the way, with rage inside it.
Yeah. So, this actually is a little scattered, but this begins with me in a voice call with, at the very least, Ava and the Dawn of Everything, along with a lot of other people. I want to say Nachisu Miku was in there, but don't quote me on that. At the very least, I know it was me, Ava, and Dawn. I text Ava on November 22nd, 2025 at 1:54 p.m. Central Standard. Dawn gives me vibes I Dawn like. I made a pun there. Haha, get it, Dawn? That's probably why Celeste got that text from Rage. Sorry, this is my DMs and I have permission. Saying he's being accused because Dawn already ran his mouth saying he's investigating. Sad face. I don't even know this guy. I met him yesterday. Ava says I'm about to say something because it's clear Dawn wants to attack someone. I say yes, he does. I'm all for knockout dragouts, but I don't start things, I only end them. That's what happened with Paco. He swung first. Ava says, this is gonna be a mess because a couple people want blood, not resolution. I say, I'm just gonna probably delete that doc and tell them to make their own. Yeah, because it'll be used in their attack if it stays up, is what Ava says. I say, I'm not gonna implicate myself. I was telling Occo that I just want peace for real, for real. Can you ask Miko to remove it? I'm literally live right now. This is during my live stream. I'm having to tell Ava, please, can y'all get that doc deleted? I don't want it up. Ava says, sure, forwarded to Miko. I say, thanks, love. Stream continues. 4:39 p.m. Central Standard on November 22nd. I message, are they really fighting in that Discord right now? Let's get into my stream. My stream on the 22nd begins and everything goes well. However, around the hour and 30 minutes mark, you see my head turning to the left. And I go quiet. On the left is my laptop, looking at it, I saw that Mizu and Shiro/Nines have been going back and forth talking about an entirely different drama. I message Ava stating, are they seriously fighting? When I see people fighting, I end stream early and begin conferring with Ava. Again, that's where that 4:39 timestamp comes in. Are they really fighting in that Discord? I say, give me 5. Bruh, they can open the Denny's parking lot after everyone has left Lucky in. To be honest, that group feels kind of on a warpath. Let's get into this call. Let's get into the mysterious super secret phone call. First, this was not a super secret phone call in the Lucky Ian Discord. It was my collab BC in my personal Discord. I utilized my Discord for a lot of reasons. My biggest reasons were, and by the way, this is all written just because I had to organize my thoughts. I'm sorry. If it sounds scripted, it's because it kind of is. So I utilized my Discord for a lot of reasons. My biggest reasons were, number 1, the Dawn of Everything was not in my Discord server and would not be welcome, as I had begun to feel eerie about him. 1A, I knew Saturn, Shiro, and Nines were also not in my server. My server is my safe space. My mods are there. My friends are there. My community is there. I wanted to talk to my friends about what was going on. These individuals who I have been friends with since the beginning. These people being mainly Ava and Occo. I invite This begins a chronological timeline of events. So I invite Miko and Star to join my Discord to hang out. Again, for many reasons. First being, I wanted to get to know them more. Another, because I knew the secret Discord was a very overstimulating environment. Ava and Occo talked to me before stream, and I ranted about having mic issues prior. Stream happens, I end early when I see people beginning to argue. Ava and I began talking first. Occo was not present at the time and rejoined later. Ava and I share similar thinking processes, and I trust her logic more than people I just met. When I began growing skeptic, she was the one I turned to. Ava and I were talking when Mizu was arguing in the secret Discord. I realized things were probably going to blow up. This was when I decided to delete my testimony and all my screenshots. I make a statement to not use my screenshots without written consent at 5:13 p.m. Central Standard on November 22nd, 2025. At 6:07, 11/22/2025, I screenshot my personal testimony from my records. Ava manages to talk Rage out of continuing to contact Talents, and we mutually come to an agreement that if things escalate, Rage needed to be married, aware of what was going on. 6:30 p.m., November 22nd, 2025, Shiro posts her departure notice. Note, she is the first one to post a departure notice since Miko. This is when Ava says I need to make a call and leaves to go call Rage to inform him about what is going on. At 6:40 p.m. on the 22nd, I message Rage my official departure of Lucky Ian. If people want me to actually read that out loud, I don't mind, but I'm not going to. I just want to get through this timeline. At 7:06 p.m., Occo tells me Dylan wishes to talk to me. At the time, the call consists of Ava, Miko, Star, Occo, and myself. At 7:27, Dylan joins my Discord and I drag him to my collab VC. We begin talking. Immediately, Dylan apologizes. At 7:36, Rage asks to join call. I tell Rage verbatim, again, this is directly from our messages. If people need to see the proof, I don't mind posting it. I will ask, currently Star and Miko are here, and I want to protect the integrity of the call. I get verbal confirmation from Star and written confirmation from Miko. She says, quote unquote, I'm going to stay muted as I'm so very upset. I don't want to stop anyone else from talking. Rage joins call at 7:42 p.m. The conversation begins. Dylan and I begin most of the talking. In this call, I call out my grievances directly to Rage's face. I tackled his lack of professionalism, his reactionary behavior, and how he in general conducts himself. I made it very clear to him that if Lucky had been an LLC, he could have workplace harassment concerns. Rage apologizes for all of it individually. At this time, I made an addendum just because I needed to get this off my chest, and I've also explained this. At this time, I knew about Dolly and her situation. I also knew by that point that these messages were meant to be private and should be handled as such. I was never meant to see those screenshots, so I did not bring it up to him. I believe that with all the screenshots posted. I believe I shouldn't have seen anything. Every major concern I had was called out to his face. I told him to his face he didn't have the professionalism to lead. Rage, parentheses, albeit reluctantly, agreed. Mika voiced her concerns as well. There was an apology. It was amicable, but no bridges were fully mended. At the tail end of this conversation, I gave 4 ultimatums in order for me to quote-unquote stay with Lucky. Note, these were agreed to terms in writing. Point A, Rage will no longer be managing or being acting CEO or leader in any capacity of talent group / corpo. Point B, Lucky Ian will receive an entire branding overhaul that wipes all previous Lucky Ian affiliations. Point C, new branded group will not exceed 12 members. Point D,
I added that.
Yes, that was Occo's thing.
I agreed with everything you said and then added that myself.
Mm-hmm. So, point D, let whoever wants to swing first. Point I understand this contradicts my words to Ava in the Discord initially. Again, I already I already explained my reasoning there. It's just I had processing time. Occo call continues. Occo leaves at 9:49 p.m. Ava joins briefly before stream, then leaves at 9:58 p.m. At 10:05 p.m., Star sends me screenshots of Dawn threatening her with going to the others. Note, my collab VC is private and not visible to the members of my Discord. This means a third-party app was used to figure out where we were talking. We do not know if these individuals were looking for Star, Miko, or myself.
That's That exists?
Yes.
That's really crazy. Anyways.
Miko messages Dawn and things turn. We go ahead and wrap up conversations, confirming these immediate changes again. Point A on this, despite these terms, the terms in place were for Occo and I to stay. Miko and Star were not a part of those terms. Dylan thanks me profusely and everyone gets off for the evening. And then I spend my time with IRL friends on call till midnight that evening. I cry on call with my friends and thank them profusely for being amazing and by my side. I told them I'm grateful that no matter what happens on the internet, that they will always be by my side. I get off for the night. I go to bed with a migraine. That was it. No manipulation, no secrets, no BS.
Can I just say, by the way, again, if you make it impossible for the chat to be coherent and good, like obey the rules, please. Otherwise, yes, you will probably just get removed. Sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why people are surprised. But yeah, I've appointed moderators and they know the rules. And if you disobey them, I don't mind if they remove you. Sorry.
I think what's really funny is some of them seem to think they kind of control the flow of chat here.
Our chat, not yours.
Yeah, this is my show. I don't even have. I can skip all of this if I wanted. I don't have to care. I don't think you guys understand this. It's my show. If I end up being like, I don't really want to talk about this tonight, I can leave right now.
Yeah.
Like you guys don't get to dictate how I do things. In fact, we will be stopping in 30 minutes, no matter how far ahead we are on it. And I'll do the rest of it later.
You want to talk about it tomorrow night? I'm willing.
I will say there's one person who was mentioning oh, are you not going to address Seraph? I did at the beginning.
Yeah, that's another thing. A lot of them keep saying, you guys aren't saying this thing.
I did at the beginning. I'll reread it one more time just in case you didn't get it. I'm not going to deny what my friend said, nor will I deny what I said was truthful in regards to his sense of humor. However, Saturn and Co. are leaving out voice channel context that I have. Seraph and I joined a call together after I shortly joined, in which Saturn, along with some other individuals, began repeatedly disavowing and words evading me. I say disavowing just point blank what my friend said, claiming that if Rage got a screenshot, he'd post it and that'd make everyone at risk for lawsuit/charges. The reason I state this and the reason this is a problem to me is because in that call they were talking about oh, you need to delete that, because if you leave that up, that makes us liable for lawsuits and charges and stuff, and it's very confusing to me why you would say all that and then put it in your own Google Doc.
Yeah,
they don't call them the VTards for nothing.
That makes me very genuinely confused.
At first I thought it was a cute name, but then I realized it might have
I don't have the screenshots in. I can add them. I don't care. I put my transcripts in here. I didn't put screenshots. If people want screenshots, I can go get them. They'll just take forever.
Moon
the only thing you're not getting screenshots for is the actual call. Because
I have to be up in time to watch Naira and Leaflet make out. Are Naira and Leaflet debating each other?
Yes, yes they are. I gave Leaflet my stream, so.
Interesting.
I take it they don't like each other?
You guys should take time and make a response with your evidence. That'd be fun. There's no evidence to pull up. They're providing the most out of context screenshots in the world for people that aren't us. And we're okay, this is out of context. That's another thing. So I could tell a lot of you are either here from the VTards or you're brand new here. We read Google Docs and we give our opinion on them. Just because this one happens to be about us doesn't mean that we're not going to give our opinion on the dumb shit they included in it. Like this one, right? And what we're about to get to next was, without a contract, I have zero legal protection. If he decides tomorrow to sell figurines, assets, merch, or anything using my likeness, design, or brand, there'd be nothing on paper saying he can't. I'd have no formal agreement to enforce. This is retarded.
Fun fact, even generally, even under circumstance Under any circumstances, this is the case. Anybody could make a figurine of your character, and you really can only do so much about it.
Yeah. But that's the point. Like, reading this, the thing that says he can't is you have natural rights when you make an art piece. You have natural copyright. And what is your protection? You'd have to sue him. Like, well, what's my protection from not suing him? Here's a fun fact. There's zero protection, point blank none, across the board other than lawsuit. I don't know why you guys don't know this, but if somebody violates your copyright, you don't call the police. You have to sue them. The police can't do shit. They're going to tell you it's a civil matter and you have to sue them. Like, they don't understand any of this. And me and Ava tried to explain to them over and over again. And they're like...
I wish the law worked that way, though. I could finally make my neighbors pay.
That's why they wanted a written contract? A written contract doesn't prevent that. That's what we're telling you. That's why you guys are retarded. That's why nobody took any of you seriously in the smallest amount. You have this natural protection with or without a contract.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Please tell me you're not a paralegal without telling me you're not a paralegal. None of these people know what the fuck they're talking about. Again, this is why I can't take people that just sit at home all day. Seriously. I take none of you seriously. All right?
Like, you guys don't know what you're talking about, and I get it. You like the VTard girls. I liked the VTard girls. That's why I tried to help, like, rehab their image a little bit.
Same here. Same here.
But they don't know what they're
talking about.
And they've, like, triple, quadruple down on all of this. And anytime somebody with actual credentials came to them and said, hey, I'm not against everything else you're doing, this specific thing you're wrong about. And they'd be like, I don't want to listen to that. That's not real. Handshake deal risks giving up some of those rights? No, it doesn't. Bull could say she gave me permission to use her IP indefinitely when that was not the intended use. He could do that anyways.
He could literally say, okay, that's literally me saying, hey, by the way, Nintendo gave me permission to take all of their games and rip them and put them into an emulator. I could just say that. Guess what? I get sued over it.
Like,
you guys are so fucking retarded. Like, oh my gosh.
You guys don't know what a contract is, because they keep saying, oh, if we had a contract, it would prevent that. It literally wouldn't. A written contract would not prevent any of that. You guys have zero idea what you're talking about. He can do it either way. I'm not saying a contract is bad. I'm telling all of chat this now. If you're ever in a situation like this, yeah, go for a written contract. You should. You should have it all written down on paper. What I'm saying is their complaints about not having a written contract don't make sense because they're retarded and they couldn't understand law if it bit them in the ass every day for a year. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
God almighty.
It's a whole lot harder to sue over a handshake deal. I did not say that, actually. You're misquoting what I said. I said a handshake deal makes things a lot more gray in court. However, the court will side with what is called a reasonable person's perception. So if you show up in court and you tell the judge, we had a handshake deal where they sold their entire life to me, the court's going to be like, yeah, no, that sounds like bullshit to me. Because me and Ava talk about this on Lawtism all the time. People think that courts are people who sit down and they just strictly read the law one for one, and they act based completely on that. They factually do not. In fact, sometimes judges are more emotional in their rulings than a jury of your peers would be. They take context into account heavily, constantly. So if you show up to court and you told the judge, she sold the rights to her entire likeness to me indefinitely forever with no money being given back to her, even if that were true, even if that were genuinely what she had done in a handshake deal and she admitted in court she had done it, the judge would say, that's bullshit. you can't have somebody sign that much of their rights away. I've literally seen judges do it before, where somebody said, yeah, no, this is something I did, and the judge is like, yeah, well, you know, that goes against your rights. You can't actually sign that stuff away against yourself. Nobody is saying you wouldn't have to sue. You guys literally are, which is why I have so many complaints with you idiots. You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
Kick Shiroi out of the thing.
What?
We need more people to watch those streams. They help so much to understand the court system. They do. Like, these guys have no idea what they're talking about.
No, they don't. God's above. God's above. I legitimately.
And the reality is in a minute, we're going to go to sleep for the night, and we're not going to care about you guys. Quite frankly. Nobody cares about you guys. And that's sad, because we did. A lot of us kind of considered you guys sort of friends.
Yeah, I liked you guys. I liked a good chunk of them, and I was willing to go to bat for a lot of them. And this is how I get repaid. Yeah. So literally a week ago, we were talking to you guys and telling you guys how to not do this, to not like throw yourself out onto the internet if you were so fucking afraid of other people and so fucking afraid of other things, and yet you do this. This just shows me, again, I need to like stop making friends with people that I thought were cool.
Would you have liked any of them? They were nice in calls.
Oh yeah, they were pretty nice. They were nice. They chilled with us, you know. And this is how I get repaid for being nice, I guess.
How do you believe the others feel? I don't care.
I don't care.
What happened to the 8 days? They're claiming I'll pull it up. They're claiming the 8 days is some weird off-the-wall thing. It is 8 days, 8 new beginnings and divine order, spiritual meaning. The number 8 symbolizes new beginnings, resurrection, and a fresh start. Biblically, the 8th day is the beginning of a new week, a symbol of renewal and stepping into what's next with divine strength. And that was posted by The Dawn as an explanation for why the 8 days is so important. Somebody else in VTards has claimed that 8 days is some movie, and they're making a movie or a book, and they're making fun of somebody that it somehow relates to them.
I really don't care.
At the end of the day, they're trying to do like a 6-7 meme, but with 8, and nobody gets it. And everybody thinks they're a moron for trying it. Because that's the thing with like the 6-7 meme. The 6-7 meme is only funny to make fun of people who do it. And they basically turned 8 days into 6-7.
I'll be honest, I was making fun of them with the 2-3 meme, and I was willing to go up and up and up until I got a Google Doc.
Yeah. Where's the punchline? Nobody knows.
I don't know. I guess we're the punchline. I don't get it though. I'll blame my autism, you know.
Not everything is about you. I hate to inform you, but I'm a narcissist. Everything is about me. Absolutely everything. And the way you guys have been on my dick all week, I think it's all about me. Also, luckily, chat, for us covering this later, somebody has managed to get the full PDF off it.
Yes, we have a full copy.
Mm-hmm. So I don't have to worry about this.
I'm gonna head out. Postgram.
You have a good night.
Welcome back, Shiroi. Bye, Junie.
Yeah. Super secret phone call was actually like fine. Y'all, it wasn't.
Oh, don't worry, Don. I'm on the right page. This is where we had stopped.
So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Thanks for letting me just kind of speak my piece. While y'all were briefly talking, I did kind of start putting my screenshots in a little document, but I mean, I'll debate on actually like if I want to actually like go ahead and just post it.
It's up to you.
People are like going like people who are going like, oh, you do it, you won't, are kind of just baiting at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't post it personally.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
It's good for personal record.
It is, because like I don't think they get that nobody cares what they want to see.
Also, y'all, I'm so sorry. I can't screenshot a call.
Yeah.
You're asking me to do the impossible there. So, anyway, bye guys. I love you all. Support people. This was cringe. I'm
all right.
Heading out. Bye-bye.
So I've got the new thumbnail. I'm gonna update it.
No evidence? We don't need evidence to refute what you're saying. Like, you guys are bitching and moaning about rage, and like, fine, you can bitch and moan about rage.
I didn't say you couldn't.
Like, here's the... We brought this up earlier, but some of the stuff you said about rage, I'm like, yeah, that's true. I don't care. I think that's the spot they're getting hung up on, is they're like, oh, are you saying this isn't true? No, I'm saying it is true. I just don't give a shit, and you're wrong. Like this contract thing. Yeah, he didn't have contracts. He probably should have had contracts. Contracts are a good thing. I don't care. And it doesn't hurt you as much as you think it does. You don't, but others do. Nazi Miku, nobody cares but you. You and your friends, literally nobody but your community gives a shit. And your community is so small at this point.
I will add again, you know, I hate that he added on too many people. And you know what? He told me that allegedly he was talking to get Miku on as well. And I tell you what, I definitely would have left if he brought on Nazi Miku. Definitely 100%. And I told him in DMs, Rage, if you bring on Nazi Miku, I will leave your company.
Yeah, we were actually all pretty solid on that. That if, because first off, and I don't know if we talked about this on chat the other day. I think we might have. But none of us were consulted on bringing on the VTards.
I kind of was, but it was more just like I posted something in public and then I was like, hey, Rage, is this happening?
Shiro and her big ass wings getting stuck. Oh, this was also a question some people asked. Some people said, do I like really care that Nazi Miku is like an unironic Nazi? I don't give a shit what like insane crazy people are on the internet. I see communists and Nazis all over Twitter every day. I just pointed out because there's a reason like I wouldn't dress in a Hugo Boss uniform every day of the week.
Now, it's a funny thing to do once or twice to get the funny images, but like... when
it's your whole personality?
When it's your whole personality, I start to wonder, okay? Just saying. Just saying!
Yeah. Like that's where all of this kind of ends up at, is I don't care. And like you guys really, not our chat, but the VTard people, they really insist that people super care. Most people in my chat don't know what's happening.
No, I've had a lot of people in my server being like, what's going on? And I have to tell them, well, I left Lucky. And some people like, I didn't even know you were part of an organization. And it's just like, damn, I must have like fucked up somewhere by not telling people I was part of an org. But most people don't know or care.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I noticed a problem with the thumbnail. I'm updating it now. A minor clipping issue.
Because like we're not covering this to clear our name or clear Rage's name. We're covering this because it's about us, and we promised our chat if a Google Doc ever came out about us, we would read it on stream.
Yeah, I was so waiting for it. I was excited.
Boring. It's really boring.
Unironically, it's depressing how I mean, like, I kind of want to finish it just to say I read it, because like otherwise they'll cry and bitch and moan that we didn't read it. But like, other than that, like, I really don't know what you want me to, I don't really know what you want me to say, other than just like, yeah, there are some issues with Rage. Guess what? That's why I left too. And you could have been part of that if you weren't so retarded.
I'm gonna go down the list really quick. We had Aguario 24 for 5. Where was that posted by the way? This was posted in the Under the Tea Discord. I don't know. I think they posted it on Twitter. Somebody did. I don't care. Sephirius for 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is all crap. Sephirius for 20. Thank you so much. Some of these YouTubers / regular streamers need to work in the real world before they start working in these words, because I can tell you for a fact that in the real world, my manager says some off-the-wall things. Sephirius for 5. I expect nothing less from a group that call themselves the VTards, which is true. And Sephirius for 10. This has been such a nothing burger that this has been background noise while playing SnowRunner. VTards have no real grievance. That has all been addressed and responsibly taken by Rage. Oh, what's SnowRunner? Sounds fun.
SnowRunner. Never heard of it.
The VTard who lied about gender in this chat. Yeah, so then the Nachisu Miku person tried to like LARP as a woman for a couple months. I don't know why. Like, look, man, it'd be different if they like came out as trans at the end of it, because I've seen like a lot of trans people lie about being a woman because they were like embarrassed about it. But he just did it to do it. I can only assume he was trying to like get in somebody's pants, because he's not actually trans. He's just a dude.
What's funny is it was after everything, because I never listened to them really until after like the Kiwi Farms got involved, and then I listened. I was like, who the fuck believed that this was actually a woman? Because like, you know me, I've used a voice changer quite a lot when we first joined in, and it's just like some people were under the illusion, wasn't able to like understand that I was using a voice changer, but it's just like, hun, it's so fucking obvious that I don't know how you tricked. Listen, if Saturn, Nines, Akemi, and Shiro thought you were a woman, my God, I worry about their futures. All right. And it's even funnier knowing that like they came to me in DMs and was like, what do you use for a voice changer? And it's just like, well, I use an old piece of hardware, but right now I'm just using my natural voice. And what's funny is people think I'm more of a woman without the fucking voice changer on, and that makes me funny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shiroi, it kicked you out.
Oh, fuck.
Hi, Shiroi.
I don't know. I just think that's funny. I don't know. You want to talk about snakes?
I apologize. My internet died and I lost everything.
That's fair.
Yes, we were just a woman without it.
Chatting about the Nazi Miku.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I thought that was just the case. I thought they were trans.
No, it's my understanding they're just cis, but they just pretended to be a woman. Jesus Weird. Christ! Thank you, Devastator, for the 100. Nachisu Miku, I know you were in here. Play nice. No, he has been in here the whole time, trying to talk shit, and it's kind of funny.
Oh, thank you for the $100. I appreciate it.
Also, thank you, Chimpus Universe, for the 2 bananas. Much appreciated. We always like our monkey followers giving us the bananas.
Yes.
Wait, is that an actual form of currency you can just give out?
Yes, you can give people bananas.
That is incredible.
And we have 2 people that do it. We have Chimpus Universe and we have Sir Chimpington.
There's another one. I can't remember. He's like the Chimpinus or something. I'm trying to memorize his name because he always comes around and gives bananas, and I feel bad that I don't, but I like him too.
Also, thank you for the 1 Sundarsky. Not in your echo chamber. You've got to worry about what neutral parties are going to think. That's the thing. Like, the neutral parties kind of already sided with us. Because...
pretty much.
I know, what's his name?
Cricket?
No, Chairman has a stream on this, where when you do a call-out as a VTuber, you have a certain level of social currency, basically. And the lower your social currency gets, the less effective your call-outs are. And whether it's for better or worse, the VTards have basically 0 social currency, especially because they're aligning themselves with Nazi Miku. Like, the only person they have managed to get on their side in this entire thing is Grixit. And it's because
Grixit agrees with everybody.
Grixit agrees with anybody that's against us because of the Kirsch thing. What's funny is part of where he disagreed with us on the Kirsch thing, Kirsch now agrees with us, so.
I don't really care about Grixit's opinion, I'm going to be honest with you.
I do have to bring this up because they've mentioned farming drama a lot. This is a drama coverage show, and you can't pretend you didn't know that because we invited you all on, and we were...
Pattern was on 4 times.
Yeah, and we were very clear with you that it was a drama show. You can't... Oh, you guys are farming drama. You guys came on to shit on a Kimmy.
You were so excited to do so. Can we rewatch the last stream we did? You guys were all ready to come on and talk about it when you were our friends last time.
I thought Grix didn't like you because of the stuff with the horse girl. Did you do something with the horse girl? I don't remember doing anything with the horse girl.
Which horse? Are you talking about Rima?
Oh, no. So Grixit jumped on the Rima thing, but he hated me well before he hated us well before the Rima thing because of Kirsch.
But then literally a couple weeks later, he goes against Rima because of another person that he likes. So literally the thing with Grixit is he will change his allegiance to you based off of how high or low the VTuber on the list is that you're fighting against. So if the VTuber that you're against is higher on his list, he will go after you. But literally, if you go out, like, who is it? Fucking the girl that Akemi's with right now, fucking Elfin. If you go after Elfin and say how much you dislike Elfin, he will fucking bury you. All right?
Cow?
I dare you to.
I'm sorry, I don't remember a horse cow.
Horse cow.
The only one I could think of was maybe Rosabelle Moo, but I don't think she's really a horse at all. It's just cow.
What?
Also, thank you, Superiors,
so
for 5. Wait, Mizu, have you not heard of SnowRunner? Sorry, brain is fogged up from this and dinner. I have not heard of it, and I hope your dinner was good.
Grixit is a simp. I mean, like, I don't care if he's a simp. I just don't take him seriously. Like, he's just one of those guys where I'm like, you know what, he can say whatever he wants. I know he's trying to get attention on the internet. I don't care, but like, yeah, I don't take him seriously.
When was the last time Kirsch acknowledged you? Basically never. That's the thing. Like, people get super mad at us for like being the ultimate enemy of Kirsch, but Kirsch, like, if she does have a problem with us, she doesn't say anything publicly. So they're fighting a battle that she's never fought, to my knowledge, really.
She doesn't care about, like unironic. I'm not gonna like tell you how many times she likes my tweets, because sometimes she does like what I have to say. I'll tell you right now, she doesn't like the fact that I chose Rage as the guy, and I basically told her in DMs, I think he is a reforming person. I was wrong about some of that stuff, and you know what? I'll take the issues that come with me thinking that Rage was a little bit different. I still think he is much different than she originally thought. But you know what? I don't care if she doesn't trust me for that reason. I don't think that she's just going to come on and shit talk people for no reason. She's going to have a reason to do so. I don't know why people, because like I saw that some people were trying to make her part of their own personal army. It's just like, you guys are retarded. That's not what Kirsch does. She doesn't jump into internet slap fights like that. All right. And if you try and do that, she's not going to align with you.
I love the VTard people trying to be like, well, who are we naming now? All these name drops. Okay, if we're talking about name drops, Shiro name dropped Kirsch publicly. She publicly added Kirsch a couple times on Twitter to try and get Kirsch to talk about us. We name dropped Grixit because Grixit retweeted this same document that we were looking at, saying that he always knew we were bad since the Kirsch thing or whatever.
What about T-Man?
T-Man included himself, but we didn't name drop him. I mean, you did now, but he included himself.
My understanding is he always includes himself, though.
Yeah, I don't hate T-Man.
With you. Are you that guy on Twitter who tried to quote fallacies at me? Are you like on an alt account now? Because I shot that guy down immediately. A lot of people don't know this. So fallacies are not supposed to be like an I win argument button. That's why there's specifically an individual fallacy called the fallacy, or the argument from fallacy, which basically says that if you assume an argument is incorrect because it included a fallacy, you are inherently committing a fallacy yourself. The point of fallacies was supposed to help people make stronger arguments and to be more logical in their argumentation. They were not supposed to be like an, I caught you in a fallacy, I win button. That's not what they were. What you're doing by inciting fallacy, it's fallacies all the way down. It is you on an alt. That's so funny.
Hilarious.
That's so funny. I don't because you have it's a VTuber account. Why aren't you in chat replying from your VTuber account then?
Wait, which VTuber is it?
It's not actually, I'm a tourist. Okay, buddy.
Oh.
Sure you are, little man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What a little guy. Superius for 2. Only person Kirch is on site with is SFO. To be fair, everybody should be on site with SFO.
Including, yeah, what's funny is everybody hates SFO, and originally Rage was like tagged as being part of that. Rage hates SFO too, because SFO came after some of Rage's talents.
Yeah.
And Rage protected them.
And Devastator for 5. I dropped T-Man for being anti. Is he an anti? I didn't think he was an anti.
I didn't.
He has a lot of lolly tubers under his thing. I don't know if he is. Like, I guess somebody showed that to me. I didn't think he was.
I did not know that.
I thought he was recruiting a bunch of lolly tubers that were getting like shafted other places.
I that really doesn't matter to me. My problem with him is, again, like I don't dislike the guy, but like I don't know. I really don't like how he's acted. He just like goes off, and you know, sometimes that's fine, but it I don't know.
Would be loud for him to be anti. Yeah. Yeah. I'm only bringing it up because somebody in chat mentioned it, and I want to correct the record if it's not true, because I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, Kemi's in chat.
I don't think them tagging Kirsch is going to end in their favor. I don't think it's going to end anyway, to be perfectly honest, because I think Kirsch just ignores shit like that.
Oh, no, yeah, listen, Kirsch is not your personal army. That's not her thing.
I don't see the reason to get involved in a random VTuber slap fight, personally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, Kemi, can I please see the DMs where Ratrick is claiming that you warned Saturn about Rage, and he is saying that she's farming this for drama. I would love to see that. If you can give them to me in some capacity so that I can share them, I will buy something off of your throne. All right? I will buy something off of your throne. I want to see those DMs, okay?
She's going to delete everything on her throne that's under $200.
Listen, please don't do that. If I can surprise you, if you do that, I will surprise you with a gift or some shit. Listen, I'm not made of money. I just started my new job.
Hey, Kimmy,
I want those DMs.
Hope your recovery goes well, and the mental health break was good. That's from Lumi. I will say this, Kimmy, I believe you did a lot of bad things, but I don't wish any negativity on you, and I do think it sucks when we have mental problems like that, and I do hope you get better, and that things look up a little bit better for you. However, I also do think you have done some bad things, and I think regardless of how bad certain people are, you possibly do owe them an apology.
Available for a call. We can talk about it later. We don't need them right now. All right, it's 2 a.m. I don't know. I will say it's good that Kemi, if she, I do believe you when you showed yourself saying that you went and got help. That's good. All right, that's good. All right, I will agree with Mizu and also say I'm just glad that you were able to get help. So,
yes.
So it takes a lot for somebody to say that they need help and to go get help, and so it's just like, I'm glad.
I guess while we're on that topic, and we are kind of at the stream anyways, this is not for like clout or anything. I just wanted to tell people who didn't know, there's a VTuber called Alicia X Death or Alicia X Life, who unfortunately passed away recently. So keep their family in your prayers as well. They had complications from cancer. So just, you know, if you have little time tonight when you're doing your prayers, just pray for their...
It's very depressing in my personal opinion.
Alicia? What do you mean wrong Alicia?
Wrong one. It was a German girl.
That's the one people kept sending me.
What?
People... Somebody lied to me?
Was there two Alicias that had cancer?
Alicia Exia?
All right, I'll take a look at it later. That's what I thought. That's what I was told. I'm so confused. If that's the case, then regardless.
Oh, well, people lied to me then. My feelings are hurt.
Okay. Yeah.
Either way, the other person for them. How embarrassing. Yeah, it is embarrassing. People just lie to me.
You know, though, the important thing is that it got resolved quickly.
I did a lot of bad things, but I'm hoping with time people can see that I'm working on myself and changing and give me a second chance.
That is the first step to repair. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. I appreciate that. You know, I'm not gonna beg for anything else. That's pretty cool. You know. Unironically, all right. If Akemi has a redemption arc over these people, that would be, and I'm not begging for anything. I just think that'd be the funniest thing in the world. All right.
Oh, you know, I'll agree real quick. I'll agree with Ratrick on that one. Keep the other girl in your prayers too, because she did have cancer.
No, 100%.
And some of that shit can sometimes come back. So, you know.
I do, yeah. Listen, if Akemi, has that huge redemption arc, I'll be here cheering it, all right? I just like it when people are shit heels or do shitty things, all right? I'm not gonna say I was perfect when I had my shit with Akemi, all right? Because I know I wasn't. But, if she has a redemption, I'm all here for it, because I'm a believer that anybody can be redeemed, all right? I believe that. I'll even say that for these girls. If they want to stop acting retarded, I'll say that. But, right now, I think that this whole shit is dumb.
Yeah, it is somebody with an almost identical name.
That's why I was confused. You know
that
what? I apologize
definitely for that. Didn't expect that one.
Their name is literally 2 letters off. So, my bad. I misread the name then.
Yeah. Yeah.
All her socials were nuked? I thought they had left them up. Oh well. I think it's fine if somebody deletes their socials if they think that's for the best for the person or their life.
The person or the family, yeah.
Because sometimes those accounts get hacked and then it causes lots of problems.
Pretty much. Either way, pray for the family, please.
Only her Twitch, fair. For the VTard girls, it's a 3rd chance they have to claim. Look, after this, I'm not holding any grudges. I don't care. They acted dumb. That, am I supposed to care other than that?
I'm assuming there's not going to be a round 2, however.
I will, when I get a chance, read more,
I'm mostly talking about, trying to reform them again.
Oh no, yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. They are not welcome on my streams anymore. All right? There's a lot of shit that's gonna have to be fixed for that to ever happen. No. This is a level of bridge burning that I was not expecting and I'm very pissed off at. So
here, chat, I don't normally do this because I don't like advertising other people's stuff because you never know who's honest and who isn't. But because I got their name wrong, which is my fault because I'm apparently dyslexic, I will in fact post, this is their throne that people are saying you could, if you bought anything on it, it would go to the family themselves. So if that's a thing, you can do it if you want. I can't, no matter what the story is, I can't actively endorse it personally because I don't know the story behind it. I don't know their family. I don't know how honest everything is. But, you know, it's there in case you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people that posted it, Alicia Mod here, as of today, 11/26/2025, Alicia was pronounced dead due to organ failure related to cancer treatments. All of her socials will be deleted within the coming days, except her Twitch, since it's linked to her throne, and we still want to send Christmas gifts to her family. For more in-depth announcement, you can join our Discord server, and then they link the throne in the Discord. Did you two have anything else you wanted to say?
Not really. This, like, I can't really say anything else without going in a loop. You know that. So I'm going to leave it there.
What about you, Shirai?
Can't really think of too much on my end. The whole situation is just absurd. I definitely would love to be around for part 2, but I also know if, that'd be rather not sort of deal.
And Saphirius for 5. Alicia X Death owes Taka an apology for trying to ruin his career, but I'm glad she got her cancer under control.
Yeah. I really don't know how the Taka stuff is doing, so I can't really agree or disagree to that. But,
Continue doc reading tomorrow. I will not, because I've already promised somebody a stream.
You're doing something else tomorrow? Oh.
Yes. It would be Saturday, possibly.
Saturday, I am streaming with somebody else. So, I can't do it on Saturday or Sunday. If you want,
Sunday is AnyTuber audits now. Me and Lumi watch old anime videos.
Congratulations.
We watch horrendous anime videos. The last one was terrible. We watched a girl that was talking about how a lot of people would use profile pictures that were actually from hentai games. And she tried to say that Higurashi, which is the one where the kids are all stuck in a time loop murdering each other, was intended for preteens and was a story about familial trauma. And I'm like, well, I see the familial trauma, considering they murder each other a whole lot. Not seeing so much of the preteen.
Will we read the doc again? I mean, like, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, like, unfortunately, you know what? Here's what I'll do. I mean, if Mizu's not there, I'll try and look through it tomorrow night. All right, I'll do that. If anything else, I'll look through it tomorrow night myself. But I won't do it on this channel because me and Mizu both have to be here to put it on the channel.
Yep. We might end up talking about it separately. I'll definitely want to talk about my part.
Saturn added Kirsch to read the doc. Are you...
I sure hope she does.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious, woman. Did she really? Yes, she did. Yes, she did. That is so funny.
That makes people immediately not want to take you seriously.
Yeah, if somebody's going around, nobody likes people who are desperate. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, you are desperate. Desperate. Woman moment. Saturn has nothing but woman moments at this point, I'm afraid. Which is sad for me to say, because again, I liked her as she was a good friend. But this is how you act. Really, you are that desperate. I don't care if she reads it. I'm gonna be real with you. She's gonna say, "Yeah, Rage is retarded."
Yeah. Yeah, chat.
Say, yeah,
don't at anybody to try and read this.
Sorry about that.
Like, even
I don't really think there's much to be gained from reading it for anyone.
Yeah. But, like, don't bug people about it, man.
Yeah, listen. That's a good way to get yourself blocked, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, if you try and beg somebody to do something for you, that's a good way for you to get blacklisted and blocked.
But chat, we'll dip for tonight. We have our own business to handle. And it's past 2 a.m., so... I think we touched on everything we want to. Let me see if there's anybody I can raid you guys out to.
Tall might be streaming.
Almighty Lolly.
Yes.
A breach happened.
Let me see. He currently is. Look at that. Is he streaming?
I don't know, but it's his birthday.
This looks like an interesting game. Oh, it's an Indiegogo one. I don't think I can... Probably have to, like... be a part of their campaign or something. But guys, I'll send you guys to the Almighty Lolly. You guys have fun with him, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out. Oh yeah, make sure to tell Almighty Lolly happy birthday. It is his birthday. Night, everybody.